are alive.
Alive, not alive?
No, alive.
Oh,
We are alive in April.
we're not Eli?
Oh my god. Yes.
Must you make puns like that?
Yes, always.
It's
It is
literally
me.
what he does.
If I didn't make puns, then you'd know that I was an imposter, and that'd be really sus.
Oh god, not Among Us fucking things. It's been, it's too, it's been, it's too much.
Hey, you started it. I ended it.
Oh, what did I start?
Everything. Yeah,
I started the live stream, but you can't end it. Oh
I'm not
wait,
starting.
maybe
I'm
that's
not ending it.
maybe that's the $1,000 goal. Just end the stream.
No. That's a bad goal. Unless somebody really hated you enough to do that.
I mean, if someone really hated me and gave me $1,000, I wouldn't mind it. And it
don't
said
give
only
them
this
ideas,
stream.
no.
So I can just start up a new stream and be like, hey, next 16 hours.
That would be an ass move.
Yeah, it would.
I so prove, but
I mean, there was a stream, there was a clip that I saw of a streamer having channel points to end the stream. So he started the stream, then someone did the channel points of end stream, but he also had start the stream as a channel point thing. So someone else did start the stream, so he just didn't end the stream. It was very fun.
What, you're not supposed to not end the stream. That means they just have to end the stream and then immediately start the stream afterwards. You can't just do neither of them. You have to do both.
Right. Yep.
That's cheating.
but
That's cheating.
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 Oh my goodness, Twitch actually gave me a notification only 2 minutes after you went live. I think that's a new record.
That's a record.
I know, right? Same
Oh wait,
here.
I have to go to Twitter. Yeah.
Where
Twitter.
is it?
Twitter.
Oh, Twitter.
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 Twitter. Because you tweet and it's an
Sounds about right.
Roselia has 100 followers on fucking Twitter? Huh? I am like so confused on how Roselia's doing so good.
Me too.
It's a good thing, though. They
Yeah.
deserve it, though. They really do.
They do, and I'm
I'm jealous.
totally not jealous.
Well, then why don't you ask
No.
what she's doing?
That seems
Something.
weird. Hey, you're really doing good on like Twitch and shit, so what is your secret?
No, that's not what I was going to
I
say.
know.
Is that I would have phrased it like, what are some of the things that you've been doing that you find popular or that people really seem to be enjoying on your stream?
I mean, she's been
Like-
streaming D&D.
That's popular. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, when we did D&D, the streams did also go well.
That is true. I really want us to do D&D again. I want to do D&D.
I want to do D&D once.
I
I'm
haven't played in a
trying
long
to,
time.
but like with 2 people, it's like, no, it's 2 less. So I don't know anyone else. I don't know anyone else that wants to play D&D. We're
It's
back
fine.
on...
Each of us will just control 2 characters. It'll be fine.
That is a thing you can do.
Just-
But I wouldn't
DM
mind.
can
But I
control all the
wouldn't do it.
NPCs, then we can control 2 players.
Yeah, I don't want to control 2 characters. That's
Oh,
weird.
No, yeah, no. You shouldn't.
Just joke.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, it was totally a joke.
Definitely.
Okay, if anyone's in chat, welcome to pre-show.
Oh, this is only the pre-show. Okay.
Cause I'm doing. I
I
should have
thought
done
this
this.
was the main event.
I mean, kinda.
Welcome to the pre-show of the pre-show, where we talk about the pre-show being a pre-show. Because it is indeed a pre-show.
Okay, I'm gonna have to stop you right there.
But I don't want...
There you go. Tweet it.
Twitter successful.
Twitter is successful.
The only thing I ever do on Twitter is just check on it like every week or two. And just scroll through art. That's pretty much it.
I mostly just do it for live notifications. But I should really use it more. But I'm like,
That's what Discord is for.
yeah, and I'm like, also, oh yeah, right. Roselia also does VR chat.
That is true.
That is a big thing.
What did they do on VR chat?
I think they were playing with their girlfriend. It seems like
just
it.
Going around on random worlds or messing around with
I don't know.
avatars.
I'm just looking at their server with VR chat pics. Like it seems that they're like always just two people and then just cuddling. and
Yeah,
talking.
that seems fair.
Yeah. Also, Roselli, if you see this, we're not like talking shit about you. We're just having fun. Also, thank you so much for the follow, random dude. That's so random.
That is random.
Wait.
Random.
Did I never put? Oh wait, I don't have. Oh yeah, right. I don't have alerts on this thing because it's a podcast and I'm putting it up on. Should I? Okay. Question. Before it all starts, should we do alerts? Because if people are just like watching it on YouTube, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's an alert." Well, I'm listening to this weird podcast.
Sure.
We'll see how everyone likes it. But hey, random dude. Some may even say I'm a random dude. That is really cool. I mean, I never expected that.
Dude, that's insane. I mean, random.
That's so random. Some may say I'm even say I'm a random bro. Dude, bro? Random bro? It's crazy, bro. Also, alerts is now on. I'm gonna redo it. I'm gonna redo the follow. Oh my god, random dude. Thank you so much for the follow. Whoa. Crazy.
Oh, that came out of nowhere.
Whoa. That's crazy. You did it again.
Oh lordy.
I love when this is just a podcast. This is not a podcast, or is this a podcast? We're just talking.
I'd have to hope
It's just-
podcast. Is it a podcast that's not actually a podcast, but we're making it look like a podcast, so it's not actually a podcast, but it is.
Oh, that dude is random. Oh, dude, that's so random.
It's just a bunch of weirdos being weird. That's all this is.
It really is, and I'm happy about it. I'm kind of happy that we redo it. And then,
I know, right? It's not like you totally just decided to stop doing it.
Okay, hold on.
No, what have you done?
The reason behind it was in a very bad mindset.
I'm teasing you.
The people that don't know it, you have to know, you know. Because it's
But
random that I just like
everybody
randomly
that
like put
knows
something
me on
on.
this channel knows that I tease people and that I like to be sarcastic.
I mean, you have like big fangs, so like if you like tease with your big thingies, I mean.
What? I don't get it.
Don't worry about it. The 4 numbers in my name implies there are random dudes in thousands. Dude. And you're only the 79th? 79th?
No, he's 0079.
Right,
difference.
0079.
I don't see how that comes after the 79th.
No, 0081. Or is it 0080? Or is it 0800?
What the fuck is this? What is going on?
I don't know.
I don't know anymore. I'm pretty special system 0079. Yeah, we're one in the first 100. So
I'm only the
that makes me-
72nd of my kind. Even though I've never seen anyone else with my username before. It's
I mean, I am the
random sounds.
3413th of my kind.
That's impressive.
I'm the 3413 Jade.
No, the 3413th Jade JD.
Right. JD. There's like millions of Jades. I am the only the 3413th JD.
Very significant difference.
Very. And Joy Officer is a third of its kind.
So she
Wait,
brings,
I thought
my officer brings joy by any means. Okay.
Yes, and
Wait.
it's third by its kind. Because
As an
003.
officer joy from Pokemon, or just
no, that was Nurse Joy.
Oh my
But that
God.
was the officer's name.
I don't remember.
It's not.
Now.
I don't think. No, it was Nurse Joy. I think. Wait, was Pokemon that simple?
I
It's
I think
gaming.
all of the nurses are Nurse Joy,
Yes.
and then all the cousins, and all of the officers are Officer Jenny.
Yeah, Officer Jenny.
But I don't know if they're all related.
So where are you guys
And
from?
no-
Do not ask why. I must know all this. I am just a random dude, of course. Oh shit! I should do Kappa in multi E. I don't know what's called again.
It's okay. You're thinking too hard.
I am thinking too hard.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, a
stop
bit of
thinking
TTV.
too hard.
That's what I wanted. I am from Belgium. Even though you don't see it or hear it. Right now it's only hearing. No relation to any other officers. Choice.
Okay. Good to know.
You have no relation to yourself?
No, Lenachi.
You guys think? Great. We do? That's so random. I'm not cutting this out of the fucking episode.
No. These are random shenanigans. This
Uh,
is good.
I haven't even started to real thing yet. Like it's just we're here now.
We're here.
I am
Yes.
the one
We're
and
just
only.
here,
Are you?
trying to figure out why we're here.
Why are we
Awesome,
still
right?
here? Just to suffer. That is the rule. That is the line. So
So, well, I don't sew.
So, getting on an actual track now is
Getting on a
relatively.
Wait,
well, I
did we
mean,
had a track?
we
Oh
don't
my
really.
god.
Is the meaning of life 42, or has that changed again?
No, I'm pretty sure it's still 42.
Yeah, it's still 42.
It's the answer to life, the universe, and everything.
Yeah.
But make sure you bring your towel.
Because aliens don't wear hats.
Yes. I'm happy I did this again. So,
I'm happy you did
You're
too.
welcome.
I'm really happy you did too. Trust me.
humans are always changing it. Who are the humans? I don't know any humans.
Humans? What blasphemy is this?
What blasphemy! What a blasphemy! Humans. There's only a wolf and a zerg and an
Zerg
emote
wolf?
in here.
An emote? Oh,
Yeah.
so that's what Lenachi is.
Yeah.
I always wondered what Lenachi was. Now I know.
What kind of emote am I though?
You are
Because
the
at first
the
I thought I
waving
was a
hand.
waving emote,
You're a
but
waving hand.
sometimes I'm also a petting Gage's tail emote.
Yes, right. Like right here. There. You're now the petting the tail emote.
Mm-hmm.
My, how emotional I am. A whopping 2. I think I'm actually one of the very few humans in the server who I know.
Probably. The squishy things that's shout
Also,
out as well.
Raymond Dude
Yeah.
is completely correct that we are all just skeletons in skin suits. It's true. It's why the skeleton didn't go to the party. He had no body to go with.
Alright, this is the end of the podcast, everyone. Thank you all so much for coming in. I don't want to
All
imagine
because of
skeleton
the
characters in skin suits like Jack Skeleton, Grim Reaper, Papyrus, or Sans. What other skeleton characters exist?
I don't know.
Does the lesson count?
The what?
The lesson from The Witcher. I don't think that counts. Quick, name all the skeleton lords from Sea of Thieves.
Oh, God.
Oh, there's Skeleton Jack from Tim Burton's Nightmare Before Christmas. He's a skeleton. Definitely skeleton. There's also skeleton.
Definitely. There we go. I showed it. So, we're 17 minutes into the episode already, but
I know you've done
welcome,
absolutely
everybody.
nothing productive.
yeah. Welcome, everybody, to the 9th episode of the JDWolfCast. We're here with Nachi and Null. If you haven't read the things above their heads.
I mean, at least it's easier to read than panels.
Anyway,
Right. Today is literally going to be like all of the other podcasts. We're just literally just going to ramble as the usual. As you have seen before.
as usual, really.
Business as usual. I have some things that I want to talk about, and that's mostly what we're going to do, and then we'll try and find something else to talk about. And you, chat, are always open to ask anything or say anything that we can react to or talk about. It's no problemo. I don't want to see the skeleton of no. I wouldn't want to see that skeleton of that creature. It would be a crime to see something that scary. Oh boy.
You've never seen Little Nightmares.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Well, I like horror games, okay?
I am okay. I'm very tempted to play Resident Evil Village.
Oh, you should. It's to die for.
No.
I don't suppose you saw the puppet thing I posted earlier.
Oh, I've seen the whole game. Yeah, don't worry about it.
I've seen some.
That's not from the game. It's a promotional trailer commercial.
Spam. Also, if you haven't
It's
already,
actually 4
join
parts.
our,
That's only the first one.
join our Discord server.
Discord. We're in it right now, actually.
We're in it
But you
right
can't see
now.
us there.
Nope, we can't. We're secret. We are very, very secret.
We have activated secret stealth mode despite broadcasting ourselves to the internet.
We are very secretive. Hoo, 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 hoo.
So that's what they call it.
Yes. Oh, and also, and sorry for not saying where I am from. It's kind of complicated for me since I moved a lot when I was young. Well, you're also random. So you're all over the place. Because you're random like that. Huh?
Makes sense.
Yeah?
Makes total sense.
Yeah? Well, I guess it does. I hope it does.
Have to hope it does too.
Yeah. Probably.
I've lived in the same house since I was like 2 years old. I barely even remember my old house. I visited a couple times. And I have gone on vacations to the opposite sides of America, but I've never actually left the country before.
I was born in Germany,
Probably
then
one of
moved
the
to
reasons why I want to
Albania,
move to Japan.
moved to Croatia, and then to Bosnia, and then back to Germany. Wow, that's random. Europe is a weird-ass place. Well, I am from Belgium. I'm literally your neighbor. Country-wise.
From what I can tell,
Huh?
it doesn't seem like Belgium is a weird place. It seems like it's more of just empty.
Thanks.
There's so many things that
Around
you've told me you don't know about, or you've never done, or never had.
I mean,
And I don't
okay.
understand how.
I mean, because I don't go outside. I mean, we have,
Not
like...
like you can go outside.
Well, yeah, but I've been living here for, like, my life, so I mean...
But still, you never had Pop-Tarts?
No. I mean, okay, so the most, like, iconic thing of Belgium is Brussels. It's literally the state of Europe. And then we have the Atomium. It's just a big building with balls. And then you go through an elevator between the balls, and in every ball is something different. And we have expos, I guess. We have museums, as all countries do. We have, well, Little Europe is not there anymore because they took it down. So
Little Europe?
yeah, we had like an area where the most iconic places of Europe was, and it all was in miniatures. And now it's gone forever.
So, like the tiny playset from Untitled Goose Game, but Europe.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, and now it's gone. Let me tell you something, like 3 of the countries I mentioned have the same language. Yeah. Like Albania is a bit weirder, but Bosnia and Croatia is just super similar. Yeah. I mean, our country literally has 4 languages, so... Do we know we have 3? Do we? Wait, no, we have Dutch, German, and French. That's a fucking weird fucking place. We are talking about splitting our country as well. Like, we're not gonna be even a country anymore. That's how far we're gonna go. Yay.
We're not small enough yet. We need to
be smaller.
We need to think big. I mean, smaller.
Well, the smallest country is Luxembourg. It's literally a city, but that's a country. And it's below us, but you cannot see it on a map. That's how small it is. It's literally just a city.
Almost reminds me of like the Vatican.
Could it be?
Yeah, the Vatican is a place in Rome that it's its own country.
Huh. Yeah.
I don't know much about countries.
Don't worry about it.
We've already established what that phrase does.
I know. No,
Then why do you say it?
because I'll keep saying it, because I like it.
I see
It's a
how
good
it is.
phrase.
Fine.
Fine.
It's a good phrase.
Right. So, back to topic. Well, actually, what topic?
We have a topic.
We have a topic?
Yeah, I know, right? Oh my
I
god.
love
we
the other
had a topic.
countries that only had a problem with Croatia. I mean, every country has their problems.
That's why I want to move away from America.
Wow! I'm totally not
I've
joining you.
lived here, so I know its problems that I hate.
I'm totally not joining you on that.
Heck yeah. Streamer house.
And Nola's totally not doing that too. And Ash is totally not doing that too.
Going where? What?
We have
Oh my-
confirmed it, and everyone in the wolf pack is all going to move to Japan in the near future.
Oh yes.
Dude, we're gonna have like.
Whatever happened to us learning Japanese? We were supposed to do that together, and now
Shh,
it's
don't
just
worry
like,
about it. I mean,
I'm
it
worrying about it.
is. I mean,
I
okay, hold on. Automod, they didn't say the word. It. It didn't. You didn't say the word. It's okay.
Yeah, it depends on what level you set it to. If you set it to a high level, then it'll also set it to
Yeah.
similar words or censored words.
You're good, random dude. I just got locked into a room and but I was too random and the cops came and definitely saved me. That's random. Not really. I'm sorry for you that happened, by the way. I hope that you're in a happy mindset now. Da, 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 da. Oh.
I was thinking about randomly posting something into the group DM chat, but I don't really know what to post.
It's pretty random, right?
I assume nobody wants to watch an entire 3-hour-long walk around Shibuya.
I would.
I mean, we're going to. Sorry, bro, dad. I'm all good. You can call me the bro dad. Living in multiple countries toughen me up. Fuck yeah. You have to be tough in this world. Or just stay at home at all times and be cute.
Like me!
Like me!
Oh lord.
I mean, I literally have cat ears, cat paws, and I'm doing puzzle streams now.
Can confirm.
Yes, it
This is
is.
what our lives have come to.
Fucking puzzle streams. Dude, it will become a meta on Twitch. Like the bathtub meta, it now will be the puzzle meta.
Oh, don't even.
I still don't understand the bathtub thing at all.
Oh,
Even
It's like-
get me started on that.
Did people just want an excuse to wear bikinis on stream, but the
Yes.
TOS said that you needed to
Pretty much.
wear
yes.
clothes like that in specific scenarios?
yes.
Yes.
Oh, also, very, very, very fast word on that. The creators, well, the people behind Twitch had a stream, and people were asking, "Hey, what about bikinis on stream?" The people said, "Well, technically, we don't allow it. Only if you are in an area where it is allowed, aka your bathtub." So now all of the Twitch tots are now going into bathtubs and streaming. Literally why it happened.
Fantastic! The internet is a wonderful place, isn't it?
I mean, Twitch is literally dying. I'm not going against it. Twitch is dying. But anywho, Boston most
And
toughened.
that's why we're here!
Boston mostly toughened me up because literally everybody is either a Chad or a bigger Chad, big Chad moments, good times. That's a good time. Happy you had a good time. Yeah.
It's funny, what the heck is this? Cinco de Mayo game you were talking about?
Oh, what? No, Jay, don't be a bathtub stream. You're so cool. No, thank you. I'm not going to. I wouldn't try it. Jeez, I'm already like self-centered about how I look. I don't want to even do anything like that.
You could just slap a JPEG of an inflatable tube around your JPEG.
That is the thing. Oh, DeMayo. So DeMayo is a VR.
Yeah.
Okay, so DeMayo is a VR game where you literally play D&D.
Is it literally D&D? Like you
No,
have
it's
to put it
not.
all
It's not
together,
literally
or
D&D. It's
is it its
it's a
own
campaign.
board game?
It's his own board game, but it kind of looks like D&D because you have your own character, then you roll a dice if you can hit them or not. Like it's kind of like that, and then you go through story. And then you just play through the story with your character, and you can roll, and then it's kind of, and it's also kind of looks like Hearthstone because you have mana in a way, and so you can use like your spells for 2 mana that round, and you can only do so much that one round, and it's also turn-based like D&D. I haven't seen the full video on it yet. I watched it and I was like, hey, what do you think? And then I just stopped watching the video on my phone, and then I went to reorganize my stream.
And the biggest problem I can think with that is that the only 2, maybe 3 people I can think would play that is you, me, and Sally. But it's $30 for each of us.
Yes, that's what I'm like.
For a board game in VR.
I know. I'm just like, it looks cool. I didn't say that we're gonna do it. It's just like, hey, might not we're gonna do a game if we all want it one day. Just
like, send me a trailer video, not the Steam page.
Just the Steam page has the trailer in it.
The Steam page is where you buy the game.
But the Steam page also gives you the trailer for the game.
But also gives you to buy the game.
Okay, whatever.
I'm going to be right back.
Okay, bye.
What? I'm just gonna be right back.
Yeah,
Jeez.
okay. Then I'm just gonna say bye for now, and I'm gonna say welcome back whenever you come back. Just put a bathroom PNG under your OC swag. Fuck yeah. I normally do facecam streams, but when we're in the WolfCast, I'm because nobody really wants to show their face. I'm doing it like this. And Nightbot going all out.
I don't really know how normal podcast works. The only podcast that I've actually been watching and keeping up with is the Third Fleet podcast, which is,
Yes.
Monster Hunter.
Yeah. So normal podcast is mostly like people looking at each other kind of in a way, and then talking to one another about topics, or they're like in a call with each other, showing their faces, talking to chat or about specific things. We're just doing it in a whole other way, and we're just not showing our faces. We're talking to chat, and we're not really having any topics. We're literally the opposite of podcasts.
Apparently, the way that they do it in the Third Fleet podcast, that's a tongue twister, I swear, is that Rurikon has his face come on, and he's showing that throughout the whole video, and he's in a video call with Gaijin, so he can see Gaijin's face, but Gaijin doesn't really like showing his face on videos on YouTube, so it's just his Discord icon turning on and off, like we have in this stream now.
Yeah.
So they can see each other's faces, but on the actual podcast VOD, you can only see Rurikon's face.
Yeah.
So it's weird.
Yeah.
But it works.
It works. So now to stuff that I wanted to talk about. So I've done some rework on the Twitch channel and on the Discord server. You may say it's random. Very random, to be honest.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. So I reworked the Discord channel, reworked the Twitch channel, and I'm looking into reworking the YouTube channel. So what I did, the Discord is now called the JDWolfPack, as in it is the server for the community and not me, anyway. I made it link to Twitch account. So whenever you sub to the channel and you are in your Twitch is linked to Discord, and you're also in the Discord server, you will get a special role and you will get a special a secret chat with all the other subbies you can talk to. And I'm trying to think if I can do anything with that chat to do some random stuff on. Also, if you're a sub on a channel and you're also on a Discord server, you can use our emotes from the Twitch channel on all of the Discord servers that you're into, and if they allow it. Because people can say, nah, no outer emotes allowed. But I have to be Nitro, I think, and you can do it, but oh.
I don't know. I just don't use any emotes on Discord. I just post pictures and GIFs. That's about it.
True. Second thing, the Twitch channel panels have been reworked a little bit. Not fully, but we now have a Discord panel saying what all the members that are online. We have the leaderboard back up to show you who has the most wolf coins, who has sent the most bits, and who has the most gifted subs or the subs in a row, I think. Not really sure on how it works at the moment. And then we have...
It seems to be total subs.
Yes. And then we have one other added to it. Wow, I literally just did it today, like an hour ago, and I already forgot.
The follow thingy?
Yes, the recent follows. That's about it.
Thank goodness I'm here to remind you how streaming works.
No, yep. Thank you. Future content. We are still doing this Minecraft story. It's just taking a long time, and PayPal is still not really working. Yay. Yay for PayPal.
Yay!
Yay. Hate it so much. So we have our birthday stream going on the 22nd of May. That'll be the big 24-hour stream. But the secret goals that we're doing will start on the 19th. So everything from bits to donations to subs will all go towards that goal. On 19th. So that's gonna be fun. I can't talk about what we're gonna do that day yet, but I'm really excited about it, and I really want to talk about it, but I really can't, and I really hate it. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. YouTube. We're actually getting recommended 15% on YouTube now.
How is that possible, though?
Yeah. Well, my analytics say that I'm getting recommended in 15% of YouTube. That's my analytics. I really don't know how the analytics really work, but it's like, hey, your impressions are going up, so now we're giving you, like, recommendations in 15% of YouTube now. If people score down on their phone.
You have more numbers. Yay!
Yeah.
Did someone say numbers?
Oh no.
Alright, I'm gonna sign off, randomos. Alright.
I didn't know.
Alright. Have a great day, random dude. Be safe.
Peace.
So every time... Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah.
I see what you mean. I just looked at it. How dare you look in their personal?
I do it with almost everybody, okay? I mean, everybody that seems, you know.
I mean, they could have done it just through talking chat.
Most of the time they don't.
I know, but you know, who knows? It's just a random dude.
Just a random dude.
It's just a random dude.
How random is that?
That's very random.
It's about as random as it gets.
Yup. Also, I'm aiming for like 3 to 4 videos a week over on YouTube. Even if it's shorts, it's still a video.
Okay, I was about to say, how the heck are you supposed to edit that quickly?
I'm saying 3 to 4. Well, I've edited down most of the videos in literally less than 5 hours.
That's besides the point.
Okay.
You're not spending your entire life editing YouTube videos. You don't have that kind of time.
I don't. I really don't. But I want to grow a community on YouTube as well. So I'm getting productive, okay? Jeez. Finally, after 2 years of streaming, I'm actually getting productive.
Hey!
Pain. And awkward
So
silence.
anywho.
Yeah?
Where were we?
I don't know, actually. Like, I'm just rambled about my new stuff. Now I'm like, that's kind of it for me.
I mean, that's everything.
I mean, we
So,
all...
like, that's it?
No.
Wow.
It's not.
Jeez.
That's...
Oh, have you ever heard of Hello Puppets?
No.
You know how I just said like 10 minutes ago I love horror games?
Yes.
Who would have thunk I found another VR horror game?
Oh boy.
Here we go again.
So, I think 2 years ago now, a random indie VR horror game called Hello Puppets VR came out.
Alright.
October 22nd, 2020. Never mind, not too long ago. But I just found out when I was scrolling around through Steam, I found Hello Puppets Midnight Show. It's coming out late 2021. So apparently they're making another game. Supposedly in VR as well, but it doesn't say.
That's crazy.
There's no teaser trailer for it, just a few images.
That's crazy.
Cool.
But it's a horror game. And I kind of want to play it. Because I never got to play Hello Puppets.
I mean,
Basically, it's sort of like a puzzle game as well, as most horror games are now that I think about it. Because your right hand was cut off and turned into a puppet. And that puppet was supposed to take control of your body as its host, so that the puppet could basically just be alive. But for some reason, you're still alive, and the puppet is also still alive on your hand, and you don't have a hand. So you have to work together with the puppet to escape through the entire puppet facility show area. So like, you can control it one of your hands same normally in VR, but then the puppet, you just move your arm around to position them, and they have to do the rest of this stuff, and you have to time your other hand with them. There's a lot of really cool puzzles in it.
I can tell. But I'll never play it.
But it's cool though!
I don't like horror games. I wouldn't. No.
I know that one. You don't like horror games. I know. I have. There's a particular game I want to watch Jade play, and
I'm not doing
play
it.
it.
I'm not doing it.
But it's cool though!
Okay, hitting goal. I'll do horror games. Hitting goal. I'll do horror game. I just made it right up. It's not bound to the 24-hour stream, by the way.
Dang it.
Do you want me to have it bound to that? I still have an open slot that I
I'll
still
figure
need
it out one way or another.
Man, I just don't like... All I don't like about Alien Isolation is how the AI works. That's why I don't really play it. I just don't like the AI.
Because it hunts you?
No, it just knows
that's
where
what-
you are at all times, so it will be going around you the whole time. So me waiting too long will make it harder for me to go anywhere. But because I'm fucking scared of everything, I will sit there, and then the alien will be mostly right in front of me. So I can't run away because I'm scared.
Yeah, and the AI was designed to idle wander in proximity around the player.
Yeah.
And usually it ends up wandering right in front of the player, even when the player is trying to walk straight towards the objective. Therefore, the alien is always blocking the objective, and there's nothing you can do about it.
That's correct.
That's why I hate it. That's why I wouldn't mind playing Resident Evil Village. Because that doesn't happen.
And again, in Resident Evil, especially in Village, from what I've seen, I haven't seen much of the other games other than 7 and 8. I just finished watching 8. But it seems like the game is constantly trying to overpower you. Like, everything is always pinning you down into miniature cutscenes and tossing you back and forth. That just doesn't seem very fun. Like, oh no, the zombie grabbed me, and oh no, now the zombie is biting my shoulder, so spooky. I gotta mash the interact button to shake it off to make it stop biting me. It's still biting me.
That's kind of...
It doesn't look scary, it just looks tiring.
Doesn't the vampire lady also follow you around when playing, so wouldn't that have that same problem as Alien Isolation? No, it doesn't. Hey, Spaghetti, thank you so much for the rate of with 4. Welcome to the JDWolfCast. No, the problem with Alien Isolation is it always wanders around you. In most of the Resident Evil ones, it still roams around you, but it doesn't go in your way. Whenever it goes into your way, it's because it's a story element, and it's like opening up a passageway for you to get into. You have to just cheat around him to get to the objective, and whenever you get to the objective, it stops hunting you until a further story element, and then it starts following you again. And then after you've gone past that story element, it stops following you. That's why I like the Resident Evil stuff. You can speak now.
So basically, the alien wanders in proximity to your character, and Mr. X wanders around the building that your character is in.
Yes.
Which is good.
Yes. It's more of a... It adds to the story. I feel like if you're trying to run away from the alien, it still goes after you wherever you go. And that's my thing of like, it just gets stale after a while, and you know how like everything works, so it'll always be in front of you wherever you are. With like the vampire lady or Mr. X or whatever stuff, it kind of follows you, but when you're in a safe room, it just wanders off again, and then you can get off of it. And like whenever like a big story element, or you're trying to get into the next room that you need to go into, it might come in and be like, oh hey, I'm hunting you now. It goes back after you for a while until you reach a point where it doesn't follow you anymore, and then you can try and juke around him to get into that
and that's
door
where the
you want.
tricks and the traps come in.
Yeah, that's what I like. That's why I don't like Alien Isolation.
Well, there are traps and things to distract it with.
Yes, but then it goes
With
back.
very limited ammo.
Well, yeah.
I mean, Resident Evil also have limited ammo. If you don't preserve your ammo, then you're gonna be get out of it normally anyway.
Yeah, but then when you run completely out of ammo and you have nothing but a knife, there's some points where you're just completely stuck in the area. Like, you need a pistol to shoot an object in order to open the
Yes.
door.
That's
So
why,
you just have to backtrack and find ammo somewhere.
Yes, that's why you don't just shoot at everything. It's a main rule of Resident Evil. Do not use your ammo if it's not necessary.
This is true.
You can go like, you can have like, I don't know, let's say four zombies behind you or in front of you. You can easily go around them and go into the next area. You don't have to shoot once.
Especially if you can get above them. Then they can't do anything, and then you can kind of like scoot down and stab at their heads. If it's right.
Yes, but then that's more of like Resident Evil 6 and before.
But it also seems like most of the time when you try to run past a zombie, that's when they grab onto you, and you have to try to
Yes.
shake them up, like I mentioned a little bit ago. That's just annoying.
Then that's
They just slow you
being
down.
too close to them.
Well, then how are you supposed to shake them off? You shoot them! That's how you get them further away from you. But you just said you don't shoot them. What do you mean?
You cannot shoot them and just go past them if you know how to like go around everything. That's how like the speedruns work. They go past everything, and they don't get hit or like choked. Gotta learn from speedruns sometimes. Actually, it's kind of cool. I watched
a speedrunner, okay?
No, but as in like I watched a Resident Evil Village speedrun for the first few minutes, and it's just like there's no shooting. Only when it's necessary. And I fucking love it. He doesn't shoot. I think it doesn't shoot. I think only he killed 2 enemies until the boss. Well, the mini bosses. And then didn't do anything yet. And then started killing the boss. I'm not gonna say what, because I don't want to spoil those, because it's a very new game.
Yeah.
As the first game, the zombies resurrect after a while and are strong as that. You also have to choose whether or not you should kill the zombie or walk past or use limited resources to burn the bodies. Yeah, that's also a very cool thing that they did. And sometimes if you kill one, they die, and then the next time you have to go through that area, he's back alive again.
Oh yeah, that reminds me of
Not really
another problem with
alive,
Alien
although
Isolation's
he's
AI.
undead.
Malachi?
I said it's not really alive as it is undead.
Both. It's technically... Isn't Resident Evil a fungus? Oh no, not a fungus, that's Last of Us.
That's the T
well,
virus, technically.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure 1 through 6 was the T virus,
Yes,
and
and in
7 and 8 have to do with mold.
Yes,
fungus,
with mold.
Sort of.
Yes, and mold. 7 and 8 are there... See, because I think 7 and 8 are kind of still connected to all of the Resident Evil stuff, but not
They are.
really? Or are
No,
they fully?
They're in the same universe, but
Yeah,
they're not in the same
union.
places.
They're not in the same places.
No, not same places, but there's connections.
Yeah. They've been going for a while. Resident Evil. It's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I'm still a fan of the third-person view. Because I don't like being first-person in horror games.
I know.
But I would, for a secret goal, I wouldn't mind doing Resident Evil Village or Resident Evil 7. Nah, actually, Resident Evil 7 is way fucking scarier than 8. I think, well, I've seen 7 and I've had to mute my audio more than 8. Let's say that.
I think I like 8 more, mostly because it focuses on actual horror factors, like dark lights, dolls,
It's a
werewolves,
doll.
vampires, etc.
Oh, right. If I
But
had to
Resident
go,
Evil 7 is all just gross, disgusting muck. And that's it.
Yep.
It's all violent, gore, gross, meh. That's the only horror factor it has.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Sorry, I love songs. Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing Resident Evil, to be honest.
I see how it is.
What?
I bring up Hello Puppets and you say, no, that's a horror game, I don't want to play that. But then I'm
It's a VR game.
Resident Evil, and you're like, sure, I'll play.
VR is very different than just a fucking game. VR horror is worse. I've tried it before. I didn't even want to go past a fucking corner.
VR is better though.
Yes, but if you're scared like me, what you aren't, you do not want to go past a corridor, or don't even want to look back. I just looked straight ahead. I didn't want to look behind me. I didn't want to look left or right. I just looked in front of me. Because I was scared to look backwards, because I know most games do like, oh, if you look backwards, there's something behind you. So I didn't want to go look behind me. And after 10 minutes, I just quit. I couldn't handle it. I got scared of the beginning, where there is no, there's nothing scary. I'm that scared of games, of horror games. That's why I don't really like playing it, because I know I won't go past a certain point, because I just won't play it. So that's why I wouldn't mind doing Resident Evil to like start growing to maybe like horror games, so I can start learning how to ease my scarediness of games. I get scared of I get scared in Warzone even, so or actually, where have I been scared in, like, in game that wasn't even a horror?
Does Phasmophobia count?
Phasmophobia was a horror game. I am very happy that I'm actually able to play
Subnautica?
Phasmophobia. Subnautica is a horror game.
Yes.
It's a horror game.
Yes.
Subnautica is a horror game.
Yes,
No.
it is. I know
Yes,
that.
it is.
It is.
It's a survival game.
It's a survival
No, it's
horror,
a horror
game.
game.
It is
Look on the
actually.
Steam.
It is
Look on
actually.
Steam.
Yeah, it is actually made to be a horror game.
But it's a survival game. I
Yes,
swim with the
it's-
fishes.
It's a
a sur-
survival horror
It's a survival horror.
with an emphasis on horror.
Yeah.
There's big blobby seals that fart on me to attack me.
But have you? Well, I mean, the Leviathan.
The
And then the
Leviathan
ghost
is
Leviathan.
cool.
Yes,
the
they're.
Reaper is cool.
I'll never understand you. I will never understand you. I literally
worry.
will not.
It's okay.
I cannot.
We try not to think about it too much.
I
you know?
can't understand how people are not scared of things. It's the worst thing for me, because I'm like,
Something?
but it's so scary, and they're like, yeah, what the fuck, whatever. It's like, it's kind of cute. I'm like, no, it's so fucking scary. That's why I'm scared of playing horror games. But I mean, I think I've played like. I mean, I don't know what game it was again, but it was just like walking around and like something came out of the bushes and I got scared. It was just a fucking deer.
I don't know.
I mean, I would say The Last of Us, but The Last of Us is also a horror game. Kinda.
It is.
It is.
At this point, I don't know what you consider a horror game or not.
Okay, then tell me a not horror game then. That is kind of horror.
Sea of Thieves.
Yeah, Sea of Thieves is not a horror game.
Yeah.
Yeah, until you get to the Leviathan, you're like, oh shit. Uh-oh. No, wait, not Leviathan.
What?
A Kraken.
I said Sea of Thieves, not Subnautica.
A Kraken. I'm not scared of the Kraken or the actually. I haven't played Sea of Thieves that much, so I can't really talk about it.
From what I've seen, it seems like the number one thing most people who play Sea of Thieves are scared of is jumping into the ocean and then seeing a regular, normal shark appear in front of them.
I always
Not the
forget that
megalodons,
there's
just the sharks.
I mean, I always forget that there's a shark in that game, to be honest.
They're sharks.
I actually forget that
And you
there's
can
sharks.
kill them.
I have played Sea of Thieves, and then I think I've only seen like one shark. And back then, I played a lot of Sea of Thieves. Never seen a shark. Once, actually. Oh, did I? Am I thinking? So, have you? Okay, for people in chat and also here.
Are you thinking of Raft?
No, not Raft. So I have this thing where I am. When you're watching a game, or like just watching a game on YouTube, you start thinking that you played the game. So you're like,
Yeah,
oh yeah, I played it, and then you're like, wait, no, I didn't. I watched it. Has any of you ever had that?
With a couple story games, I guess? Because I watched several YouTubers play Undertale before I actually got it to play it myself. So I basically knew the whole story already. I knew the whole game.
Yeah, no, but
then I played it.
No, what I'm saying is, you've never played the game. Like, you've never played the game in your life, but you've watched it. But if you start remembering the game, you're like, oh no, wait, I played it myself. But no, it was just you watching the game on YouTube. You never played the game.
I've
You
had that
watched
happen
it.
to me a few times. A few, not too many.
Yes, I have it. It's a weird thing, but it happens. I don't know which game that I've had it with, but I was like, wait, did I play that? No, wait, I just watched it.
I don't think I've ever had them. I can't think of any games.
Yeah, it's a thing, and it's really weird. I think it's not even like. I think it was even like multiplayer games sometimes, because I was watching so much like Fanas and Smitty. I was like, wait, I played that. No, wait, I watched it. I don't even have the game.
Memory is a finicky thing.
The Mandela effect is fucking freaky.
Also, I'm scrolling through your games on Steam, and I'm realizing you've actually played a fair amount of horror games before.
Uh-oh.
Dead by Daylight, Phasmophobia.
Okay, Dead
Killing
by
Floor
Daylight.
2,
Okay, hold on. Which games?
Dying Light,
Dying
Left
Light
4
is
Dead 2,
Left 4
Doom
Dead 2.
Eternal.
Doom Eternal is not really scary.
What do you consider a horror game?
A horror game is jump scares and something where you cannot really do anything about it, or that you're useless in it. Whenever a game becomes scary is like whenever like jump scares come in, or like something very scary, or like big scary shit. Phasmophobia is not scary. Doom Eternal is technically a horror game, but you shoot everything in the face, and it's so cool. It's just gore on like an amazing level. And yes, how's Doom Eternal a horror game? You are the monster in our game. True. Technically, not really. You're still a savior of the earth. Technically. And Phasmophobia is scary, yes. I consider it a horror game, and I'm very scared of it. But I keep playing it because I know I'm have friends with me. Dying Light is not a horror game as well. The most horror you get is when it's night. And I avoid night at all times.
Then, what about Doki Doki Literature Club?
Doki Doki Literature Club was fun to play it. I got scared of it a lot. So that is a horror game, yes. At the very end. What else?
GTFO.
Gotta figure out. Yeah. But that's again with friends. If I can play a horror game with friends, I'm not that scared of it.
I assume that's the same for 7 Days to Die.
I played 7 Days to Die once.
I'm just scrolling by hours on record, okay?
I was on record. You should have seen that I've only played for like
8 hours.
8 hours? Jeez. Alright, I played it 2 times. And the people were weird. Dead by Daylight I get scared of normally. But not lately.
Even when the hag goes poof.
I mean the Bell one is very scary.
A wraith?
Yes. Surely when it has like Silent Bell on. So you don't know when it like it's just like a very weird image running just going through the thing, and then whenever it's closed like, well hey, what's up?
Wraith of Silent Bill is basically Michael Myers. It's just silent.
Yes, and then you look
Then it
behind
pops
you
up
and then out of
behind you.
nowhere it's fucking right there and like, oh shit.
You know, just casually staring at you on the generator, not doing anything. Classic movie horror villain. Not doing anything.
Oh my god. Horror movies are the worst.
I know! Finally, we can agree on something horror related.
Horror movies are the worst. Why? Because people are stupid.
I can agree with that.
Both the good guys and the bad guys, they're all stupid.
Both of them.
The good guys never do anything logical. They never actually run away. They usually just fall on the floor and crawl backwards into a dark corner.
The most of my thing is like, oh, the killer is in the forest. Then just leave the forest. They're like, oh no,
No,
oh
we
look,
gotta-
it's a shack. It's a shack. We gotta go into like the shack. Then we can like survive there. Like it's the only fucking shack in the whole fucking forest.
Let's go hide in the broken down wooden shack filled with chainsaws and machetes.
Or let's split.
It's the only place we'll be safe.
Let's split. Always goes right?
Always.
Always. That's why I mean, there are like horror movies that are like very fucking horror, but that's I never really watch any of it. Most 1, 2, and have shown that they aren't stupid enough. What?
What?
What? I don't understand. I don't understand what you mean. If you wanna type it in Dutch, I can translate it for you. Never mind, sorry. No. Actually, I kind of want to know what you mean, because the pandemic. Is that what we're referencing here? Sweden. Actually, kind of come out of the pandemic. Was anyone actually like the first few days of like lockdown? Was anyone actually scared of it? Between all of us?
No, because I always stay inside anyways. Nothing changed.
What about you, no?
I said not particularly, but I was worried about. Okay. So it's like, yeah, somewhat yes, somewhat no.
Cool. Just that nobody runs into a horde of zombies saying it's a hoax. Oh, I get you. Now I get that. Dude, it's just the 5G towers. Don't worry about it. It's just the government being stupid. The zombie apocalypse
It's
isn't
just
real.
the 5G towers injecting the opposite gender into us.
Say what now?
That's a thing. I fucking love people that like just don't understand anything. Oh my god. Yeah. 5G
People are
towers,
people.
man. 5G towers, man.
Oh, the 5G towers. Thought you kept saying faulty towers, and I'm
No,
like,
no, 5G towers.
what faulty towers? What are you talking about? But I'm like, I must be hearing wrong.
Yeah, the 5G
No.
ones.
The 5G towers are injecting everyone with the opposite gender.
Yup.
Of course it is.
Yeah. You know?
That's what the person on the internet said.
That's the what?
That's what the person on the internet said.
And you believe them?
Yeah.
They said it.
They said it, so we have to
They
believe
said
it, right?
Doesn't mean it's true. No.
Everything on the internet is whatever is being said is true, right?
No.
What do you mean?
What do you mean?
I mean, is that there's a lot of liars.
No. No. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I'm talking about stuff.
Are you?
Yes,
It's random.
but is it?
That's so random.
So you mean that the Earth is not flat?
No, I'm sorry.
The word is a golf ball.
I think the stream became even more random since Random Dude left.
I mean, yes.
It was infected with the randomness.
I mean, isn't this like I literally said this before? We are the opposite of a podcast. We're just the opposite of a podcast.
So we're the reduction of no, the
No.
absence of voices.
The absence of topics, of cameras, of people actually showing their faces, and mostly people do not react to Twitch chat. So we're literally the opposite. That's what I'm talking. Because most people don't look at their live chat while while doing a podcast, because mostly don't do it actually live. And if they do, it's they take questions from the chat and then they react to it. But then that's it. So
If you think about it that way, isn't every single news station basically just a live podcast about the news?
Technically.
wait, yeah, technically, the news
I
is
mean,
a
what do
podcast.
they call a radio host or?
Well, I mean, radio hosts are a podcast technically.
I was talking about on TV, but okay.
What is TV?
I don't know. Is this the thing that people stare at with their faces?
To Little Nightmares. Little Nightmares?
No, that's the places where the 5G is going through.
Hold on,
And
I
it's
got
going
something.
from the towers into the TVs,
I got someone
so
infected.
it
Hold
can
on.
be beamed into our eyeballs.
I got someone infected. Hold on.
Oh no, you've done it.
I won't tell what it is because then nobody will do it in Discord.
We'll call it the C virus.
Don't do no.
That's already actually.
That's
a thing
already-
on-
That's already a
Is it?
thing.
in Resident Evil. Yeah, it is. It's a real thing.
Oh shoot!
You'll have to come up with something different.
I told you I don't know anything about Resident Evil other than 7 and 8.
I mean, I mostly don't know anything about Resident Evil of the story or anything, but I've watched the remake. I've watched 2 remakes and 7 and 8. I think I've played Resident Evil 6. Yes, I've actually played Resident Evil. And I played.
It's actually amazing.
Huh? Sorry.
It's actually amazing that I don't really care about Resident Evil very much because I do like horror games, and Resident Evil was made by Capcom, just like Monster Hunter was. And Monster Hunter had a Resident Evil collaboration in Iceborne. But I just don't care about Resident Evil.
Well, I mean, Resident Evil is not your technical. It's not your. It's
I
a
mean, it has monsters in it.
I mean, it kind of does, but it also has like it's the horror in that game is different than normal horror games in a way. I feel like it's like for me that seems like it is.
Like how you have guns.
You have guns, but it's very limited if you don't like control your ammo supply.
Well, yeah, that makes it very similar to Friday the Freddy's then.
What?
No.
Almost every Friday the Freddy's game revolves around surviving a limited number of time
Okay, but
using a limited number of resources.
Whoa. Whoa, okay. Hold on. In Final Fantasy Freddy's, you just sit still, looking at a screen, hearing
and you have
sounds.
a limited amount of power
yes,
to
but that's
defend yourself
that is-
against the
that is-
animatronics.
No, that is so off what I'm trying to say here. That's
And
That's
even
like-
in
that's-
system locations, especially, you actually use that power to control shock the animatronics,
okay, but that's a different.
directly damaging them. That's basically a taser. It's a gun. Five Nights at Freddy's is Resident Evil confirmed.
God.
That's not how it works. God darn it.
The first
What
one
do you
still
mean?
really holds up well, even though it still has the old third-person back control back graphics. Well, Resident Evil is known for its bad control. It is intentionally made bad control. If you watch a playthrough of 7 or 8, you can clearly see if you try and aim, it doesn't allow you to aim in a way.
That old third-person bad control. Are you sure you're not talking about Dark Souls?
That's PC Dark Souls. But yeah, Resident Evil before was with the third person was its normal thing, and it was very nice. And yeah, the back control was a part of Resident Evil just because if you were talented with like control, like with a controller, you could have just shot every bullet into the zombie's head, and it would die in like 3 shots.
You mean the Le Pew Pew?
The pew pew.
And bang bang, shoot shoot, bullet bullet, gun gun. Pow pow zap pow.
Yeah, because if you see like normal like playthroughs, nobody always shoots the head, even though you know that they're good at aiming in a game. You will always see them shoot somewhere very differently than what they're trying to go for. It is just made that way, so it just gets more difficult for you to try and just shoot their head.
I mean, watching Village, it seems less like it's bad controls, except for when somebody's using a controller instead of a mouse. Like
Yes,
a
that's what
weirdo.
yeah, controller.
But the zombies are actually ducking and diving, just like jittering around.
Exactly
Yeah.
zombies.
Okay, in Village it's like
Besides the point, I know they're lichens and dolls and the vampires, whatever else, but still, they're moving around
Yeah.
a lot. That's the point.
yeah.
Some of them are cyborgs. I don't know. Some of them are mushrooms, apparently. I don't know how Resident Evil works.
Weird. Yeah.
Next thing you know, one of them is gonna turn into a rocket ship.
Hey, no, like it's kind of made to have that kind of feel of like not really working, but also it works because it makes it more intense of trying to shoot. I kind of like that.
And also making you waste your very limited ammo.
Yeah.
Fun.
Yes. Actually. I mean, in Village you can craft your ammo. If
you have crafting resources,
yes,
you'll
if you
still
have the
run out of resources.
Yes, then that's why most people look around in every single area to look for everything. Because you can see on your map whenever you have found everything in that specific area. But some people actually don't know. Thing is sovereignty and this song will forever be in my playlist. I will never remove it.
That's what you say now.
Oh, I'm never going to remove it.
Uh-huh.
The development song has been out there for like years. I've been listening to it since then. And now it's just got a rise of attention again. Because YouTube recommendations. YouTube recommendations are weird.
Yeah,
Very.
I really noticed that. It's like
I've still
you
got-
recommended a video like 12 years after it's been uploaded or something.
Yeah.
That's what I was telling Jade before. I still have that Volcana ice sound effect video in my recommended. And I don't know why. I've already seen it a year ago.
Yep.
It's been here for a month. I already saw it. Go away.
Some words. Do not join, by the way, Yuki. But hi, Yuki. I don't know.
Well, that was a little rude.
No, because I still don't have a thing for Yuki. I don't have a.
Don't you dare enter this room. You're not allowed to be in the same building as us. Don't you dare try to make your way into here. But also, hi.
It's okay, Miyuki. I'll just go over to where you are. Since Lanachi is obviously being, really rude to you.
Yeah, right,
I'm just saying
Lanachi?
what Jade was saying.
Oh, jeez, Lanachi. Why are you so rude?
I didn't do it.
Sounds like a you problem.
Dude, episode 5. Yes. I'm gonna be a disembodied voice in chat. Cool. I mean, is not everyone a disembodied voice in chat? But nobody really speaks in chat, so it's a disembodied text in chat? Disembodied speech, no? Yup. So,
Disembodied communication device.
disembodied communication device. Right. I'm just a ghost. No, you're not a ghost because you're typing.
Did that make you a fan or a poltergeist? Because
I'll get
those
my
ones
book out,
usually
don't worry.
interact with objects.
I'll get my book out. No, you're ghost writing.
I don't know.
I'd say it's a demon. It's always a demon.
It's always a demon, don't worry about it. They're also typing very fast, so it has to be one of the fast ones.
Has the EMF gone off?
I don't hear it.
Yes, it has. Well, there wasn't even any warning for people to cover their ears.
It's
Good
kind of
job.
loud.
That was.
Oh shoot, is it?
loud.
Yes, it's kind of
Yes.
What?
I'm sorry for everyone that was wearing headphones.
It's super
I was
quiet
wearing
for me. I can
headphones.
barely hear it.
Well, that's because you're deaf.
No, it's
No,
it's,
I'm not. I have the best hearing of everyone else in my house. I can hear the microwave from the basement. I have very sensitive ears. That's why I can't go to my sister's dance competition. They hurt.
Okay, well, let's just say it's louder than you. That's all.
Where the heck is the volume slider for it? Voice mod, where are you hiding my settings?
I mean, I don't know, you know. But hey, how do you know I was a demon? Because we whispered to ghost hunters. Also, phasmophobia.
I know, right? All the spookums.
I mean, I still want to do some more idiots walking into a ghost.
Oh dear.
No, I actually enjoyed editing it, and I'm gonna try and do better with it. So, if we can find a day where all of us can play Phasmophobia, that would be great.
Well, you know my availability.
Do I?
I don't.
When you're awake, I can. When you're asleep, I can't.
Exactly. Otherwise, there's no other time. It's like, yeah, I'm there
so
all
it's
the time.
it's all goes through Lanache then. So whenever
I know.
Lanache is awake and Null is awake, we can do it. If Lanache is not awake and Null is awake, we can't do it. If Lanache is awake and Null is not awake, then we can't do it. If I'm not awake, then we cannot do it anyway.
Sounds about right.
Yeah. Welcome to the JDWolfCast. I love how does like this title does not deserve what we were talking about now. It's like, what are we going to do? Like, what is the future? We're literally talking
I'm
about
not a
like
star of the show. I'm null and void. If anything, I would be a singularity.
or duality or triviality or
What?
quadrupleality.
No, that's not how it works.
Yeah, close
Singularity
enough. Also, it seems there is no volume slider for the beat. Dang it.
Nice. Look at you guys are the stars of the show. I mean, I am the star of the show, technically.
You can say that again.
Technically, I am.
You can tell because she's slightly larger than us.
Yes. Because it's my podcast.
It's because she's sitting on a stool. We don't.
I
actually
am
say
small,
anything.
okay? Jeez. I have to be on the stool so I can look taller.
See, we just don't tell anybody that she's actually smaller than the rest of us.
I wish.
But, you know, since she's the de facto leader,
True,
we
true,
didn't want her to feel bad.
true story. I actually want to be smaller than my height that I am at the moment.
But then you
I'll
can't
take
reach
it.
stuff.
I want
I
to
wanna
be
be
like
taller.
that. I want to be held so I don't have to do a lot anymore. Just be like,
I'll
help
trade height because
me.
I want to be taller.
Can we? No.
I feel like I'm one of the very few human beings who's just happy with my height as I am right now.
I just want to be cuter and smaller, that's
Probably.
all. I don't mind being this tall, I just want to be smaller and cuter.
Like, if I was taller, then I would bang my head on more stuff, and I was shorter, then I wouldn't be able to reach more stuff. I'm fine how I am.
Yeah.
Why do
Right.
so many people either want to be taller or shorter?
I mean, I don't know, I just want to be shorter. I'm 5'8".
There are negatives to both.
Yeah,
Yes.
I'd like to be 5'8". I mean, I'm only 5'2", and I hate it.
I am only 5'8". What is your height? Lenachi.
I think last time I measured 5'4". Probably.
I am the tallest here.
Thank
I hate
So,
being tall.
Like I just said, you are the biggest of us two. You can see it on the screen.
Not biggest, tallest. Different.
Biggest. I say it
The
too.
largest.
The large.
No.
The
large is
greatest
also
in
wrong.
mass.
That's also wrong.
No, I'm just always here. You're not in the podcast. What are you talking about?
Ouch. Damn, Jade.
You can be the
Way
tallest
to
of the
roast
chat.
someone alive.
You can be the tallest of the chat. I mean, me and you could literally trash talk each other, so. I'm the audience. You are the largest audience.
Oh, Lord.
That's what she said. I did say that.
What the heck?
Not she. Oh my god. This podcast just goes worse and worse today.
Worse and worse. Don't you mean it's called entertainment value?
It is entertainment. That's why I'm actually having fun with it. We're already 1 hour and 30
And that's why
minutes
we're
in.
here.
Yeah, we're here. And then I'm gonna upload it to YouTube. Yay.
So that we can be forever scarred by whatever this was.
I mean, kinda.
We can look back on this day,
Alright,
maybe
fine.
2 or 3 years in the future and realize, God, we were a bunch of idiots.
I mean, I think we're always gonna do that. I think we're always gonna be idiots. But we're gonna be...
I'm gonna be one of the biggest idiots. I can
I'm gonna
definitely
be
guarantee you
the
that.
tallest idiot.
Jade's likely to end up being the smartest of the bunch.
Hmm.
I have the feeling is that you're trying to do an press X to doubt moment.
I actually don't. I'm. To be, I mean, maybe.
You heard it here first, everybody. Jade fully admits that she is absolutely 100% the smartest one out of all of us. And she is no longer ever allowed to ever deny it.
I second this notion.
Well, I first this notion.
It doesn't work like that.
I mean, yeah.
Yes.
I don't know. I don't know what we're doing anymore.
Me neither.
I didn't know we had to do
Sponsor
it.
time. Oh wait, we don't have a sponsor.
Oh.
Thank you.
Oh, dang it.
Thank for sponsor time. Raid Shadow Legends. Is that still a thing?
This stream was not sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends.
Is that still a thing? I haven't
yeah.
yet had people
Yeah, it
do
still
the.
exists.
I haven't had people do the generic Raid Shadow Legends ad on videos anymore. It's now more like Raycon. Like the earbuds.
It's been a lot less common, but just yesterday, Golden Lane Studio posted the first video in a month because they'd post 3D animations with SFM. Now it's sponsored by Raid Shadow Legends. And a whole 30-second high-quality commercial advertisement in it.
We lost 2 people while we talked about it. They're like, oh no, not this again.
And so here we are.
Right.
Mhm.
Also, one of my favorite streamers that went to, well, not my favorite streamers because I didn't watch them stream, but they were a streamer. And they're my favorite YouTuber.
Yes, we
But
get
they
it.
also, yeah.
Continue.
So, Harris Heller, the co-creator or the creator, I'm still not really sure about it, of streamers. They create the fucking music that we're listening to at the moment because it's copyright free. Thank you very much. Has moved from Twitch to YouTube and
Okay.
has lost 80% of their income. It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy. From 15,000 a month to 3 a month. I still fucking great.
Quick maths.
Yeah, no. Twitch is really good with Twitch is really good with money. Like you can see it everywhere. Buy bits, buy subs, buy ads. Buy this, buy this. Twitch Prime? No wait, it's Prime,
Prime
Gaming.
Gaming?
Fuck. I will never say Prime Gaming.
You
It's
just
Twitch
did.
Prime. It's Twitch, yeah, but I first said Twitch Prime, and then I was like, no, wait, it's fucking Prime Gaming. The weirdest thing that I've done, but hey, if you have Twitch Prime and you have a free month of giving a sub to someone, don't forget to sub to your favorite creator. That's not me.
Whatever it is,
Whoever that person is,
go do it.
they will be very happy for it, and you can use their emos. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of random.
It was random.
It's
yeah.
Twitch
It's
Prime.
random.
I don't like Twitch Prime.
Why not? Do you get so many?
It's stupid.
Do you get so many notifications on your Twitch notification box on how many how many new gaming gear you can get with Twitch?
Yeah, all of those wonderful notifications for 80% of games that I don't even play. That's about 40% of games that I don't even know
Yep.
and don't even have Twitch Prime, so I'm not going to get the ones that I do play.
Nope. It's mostly more.
And there's no way to disable them other than better Twitch TV, which works most of the time, but sometimes it still turns on. I don't know why.
Mm.
Twitch is weird.
It is weird.
Almost as weird as us.
Nowhere close.
We're very further ahead.
This is agreeable.
We're further ahead. We're like random. I'm sorry, chat.
You're welcome.
My God. Also, I'm thinking of doing what I've done before, and then I just gave up on it. I think I want to do a YouTube stream every once in a while. Just to do it on YouTube, not on Twitch. See how that goes with the YouTube audience. It could be fun, but I don't think it's gonna do a lot. What's going on here? Nothing.
Good question.
Don't worry about it. Nothing. What? This is a podcast? Question mark? Hello?
Well, I mean, it's supposed to be.
What
That
is
is what the front would tell you.
Is it? It does.
But you know, it is riddled with lies and deception here, there, and everywhere.
You're making me confused, and I've been here since the beginning.
Are you?
Precisely.
Or am I confused? I'm interested now. I'm heavily invested. Let's find out. Let's get our
Excellent work.
Let's get our spy glasses out. Oh wait, our hands don't move. Fuck.
Just like find a PNG of when you can stick one in my hand, probably.
Do
Hold
we
on.
even have the budget for that?
I
I
don't
might
know.
I might ask my my non-existent sponsors.
Oof.
uh,
I'll have to head over to Irastuya.
what was it called again? Spyglass.
Yes. The Spy of Glass.
Shut up and take my money.
Crab. Thank you so much for the 500 bits. Holy shit. Thank you so much. We now.
What?
Oh,
you
no,
guys?
it's a magnifying glass. Thank you so much for sponsoring the stream. Do I have a... shit. Hold on.
Track it down! We need to use a magnifying glass to track down the magnifying. Wait! What do we do?
I don't even know what I'm
You have
investing
invested
into.
into a magnifying glass, PNG.
Hold on. Okay, so hold on. We have now a budget to do this. Thank you very much. I really appreciate it.
Wait. Budget? Oh my god.
We have a budget now. We have 500 bits of budget. Hold on.
Oh my god.
It's crazy.
Don't blow it all at once.
I'm trying not to, but this magnifying glass is like holy shit. Thank you so much for the follow. Thank you so much for the follow. I really appreciate it too. We have made it. We can finally have a magnifying glass.
We found the finder.
Can I rotate it normally? Hold on. Can I? Oh wait, we don't have the budget to rotate it anyway. Wait,
Dang it!
we don't have
Well, it mostly worked. Oh
Ah.
my god, what are you doing?
the... Don't worry
You're
about it.
making it worse.
Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying about it.
Oh, oh,
It's perfect.
we got it. Thank you so much for investing into us getting a magnifying glass. I really appreciate it.
Wait, we have a problem.
What?
There is no glass.
Yes, there is.
Yeah, it's transparent.
But
The glass is transparent. You don't see the glass.
Magnifying glass. You're not supposed to
No,
see
but-
glass.
but look at it. My head is still lined up perfectly. It's not bigger or smaller when you look between the lines of the magnifying glass. It's just flat.
So?
It's a specialized thing. Don't worry about it. And thank you, Crab, so much for the sub. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much, and enjoy your emotes. Also, if you're joining the Discord, you have your very own private chat.
Wait. Really?
Yeah, if you're a sub, you have your very own private chat.
I've been a sub since the beginning. I didn't even know.
Figured it out 2 hours ago.
I've been a sub for almost 2 years now. And you've only figured it out now.
Actually, you want to know something funny? Next month,
Uh-oh.
I'll be a Twitch affiliate for 2 years.
Cool.
Yeah, I've been earning 1 cent an ad for 2 years.
Don't try doing a 100-hour stream
I'm not.
like some people.
Fuck that. I'm doing a 24-hour stream on the 22nd. That's it for the month. I'm doing this once. Probably more. So everyone on Twitch, we have a new sponsor. It's Crab Moosh Tank.
After all these years.
We finally got a
I thought it
sponsor.
was
Wait, it's actually been less than a year, hasn't it?
It's. What do you mean?
Never mind.
Why can it be less than a year?
We did have one sponsor before. They bought us a computer.
Alright, we had a sponsor before, and then they finally started saving their money.
They started adulting.
They, well, I
Being a
mean,
responsible adult.
No.
Started thinking rationally.
Alright.
I mean,
Like, dude.
I mean,
thinking
it was not really a sponsor. It was really a we called it a simp. It was our simp sponsor. It was our big simp.
A simpser?
Simps.
No.
A simponcer?
Sponsor. Oh my god. I'm kind of still like, wow, we got 500 bits, we got a sub, and I'm just really fucking. I'm kind of simping now after scrolling past your other videos. Oh, thank you. What other videos, by the way? Question mark.
Say the puzzle, say the puzzle!
Say the puzzle, say the puzzle, say the puzzle.
Don't say the puzzle.
Say the puzzle. That puzzle stream is still
trap.
puzzle. Oh my god.
Yeah!
Not the puzzle.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear, oh dear.
Puzzle? Not the puzzle. Wait.
What?
Recent podcast, lol? I mean, I haven't done the podcast. We haven't done the podcast in a month now? Or 2 months?
Don't remind me.
I think 1 or 2 months.
I miss
Because of
doing it.
bad thing. And I'm very happy that we got it back up again. So where are you guys from?
I'm so
Mmm.
America. Whether that's a good thing or not.
Recent podcast, recent broadcasts. Sorry. It's all fine. This is a random channel. This is a random Twitch channel you wanted to hop on and now have gifted 500 bits to and subscribed to
And followed.
and followed. Yeah. We're
And
a
emoted.
Yes, and emotes. I am from Belgium. But many people think I'm American.
I can't imagine why.
I can't imagine why. I really have like that really weird accent like all of the European languages have when talking English. That very hard accent.
You know, actually, I don't hear it at all.
That
Not
was-
one bit.
That was the joke.
Oh. Whoops! Well, I mean, if you want to go that route.
Nola's from Canada.
No, no, no,
What?
no. No,
I thought Noah was from the void.
That's the right way you say it.
Canada.
You're supposed to say that I'm Canuck Stadium.
Canuckian. You're a Canuckian.
Sure, we'll go with that.
Or Canadian. Or canoe?
A canoodle?
A canoodle?
Oh.
You're a canoodle? Question mark?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. One of life's many
What do your
greatest
podcasts
mysteries.
usually consist of? It's literally this.
Randomness.
Basically this.
Basically this. If I have topics to talk about, we mostly go over the topics the first 10 minutes.
Mostly.
Most 10 minutes. The first few minutes we do, like, we normally have topics that we talk about. We go so fast into it, and then we just go ramble about weird shit, and then if chat or like you came into stream, then we just go off of that. We're really not. I've said this in the episode, but we literally said we're the opposite of a podcast. We're the opposite of a podcast.
We're basically just three weirdos talking to each other.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
I named it a podcast. And I have other people coming, but right now it's Lunachi and No to die. Pluggers.
Alright.
Also, if you come into more streams, the emotes actually light up my headset that I have. Crazy. I don't have it enabled at the moment because I'm not streaming with my face cam. How dare I?
I know, right? How
Right.
dare you?
How dare I? Also,
This is unacceptable behavior.
right. I still wonder if would you rather? Sure.
Oh dear, I'm scared.
We'll do a little bit here and there. So,
Eh.
yeah, well, I mean,
Also, hat in time.
Hat in Time is
Yeah.
also for the later, maybe? Question mark.
Maybe.
I don't know. I have to figure out what we're gonna do.
Totally haven't been waiting to play this entire time.
If you want to play it, just ask.
Yeah.
Just ask.
Just
If you're
little-
doing other stuff, I don't want to drag you away just so I can play hat in time.
Do you honestly think, Lenachi, I have better things to do?
Yes.
No.
No.
Why did you ask me if you were going to answer for me?
I was so bored yesterday that I almost wanted to just start banging my head off the wall because I was completely and
Off
utterly
the wall,
bored.
by the way.
That's what I said, off the wall.
Yes. You're going off the wall.
Yes. Yes, one could definitely say I was off the wall.
I don't get it.
Off the wall is not on the wall, so you're not banging your head against the wall. You're banging your head against close to the wall, because it's off the wall.
It's my baseball bat.
Close to the wall,
Oh, you're right. There it is.
right?
Jake, come here.
Very convenient. Off the wall. So, would you rather? I'm thinking of them.
Speaking of walls,
Uh-oh.
for some reason my mom decided a few days ago that she feels like tearing down the wall separating the two rooms in the basement.
What?
I don't know why.
Why?
I don't know why. The way we have it set up right now is the right room, which is closest to the staircase, is our full computer setup, where mine and Peso's computers are. We have the big open space for VR.
Yeah.
And then we have our dad's work room over to the side, which is usually closed off and no one is allowed in it. He has all of his work stuff in there and a few old stuff stored in there that he doesn't want anyone touching. But for some reason, Mom decided, hey, you know, I've been wanting to tear down that wall in between the two rooms in the basement for a long time. Why don't we do that sometime this summer? You don't even go in the basement.
Right.
What do you have against the wall? What are we supposed to do after we tear it down? What are we gonna do with all Dad's stuff? It's gonna merge with the computer room. There's a metal pipe in the middle of the wall. We can't move that. That's still gonna be there. There's gonna be hanging in the middle of the room.
Lenachi,
What do you want?
calm down, Lenachi. Calm down.
It's okay.
It's not okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's not okay.
It's gonna be okay.
Also, crap.
Okay?
What is your would you rather, by the way? Did we have to figure out what kind of questions we were gonna ask?
That game scares me.
What?
Would you
Why?
rather? Because it's weird.
Why is it weird? The person that... Sorry, I lagged out. No problem. The only one that makes it weird is the person asking the question. Am I right or am I right? Cool.
Mostly.
I want to ask a scary question first, see I'll ease myself in. Right.
Ow.
Just remember, we're a friendly team.
Then again, apparently my definition of scary is vastly different from 99% of people.
Well, you're not scared of
It's
anything.
also-
Well, actually, you
Yeah,
got
but
scared
I also
once.
don't know what a horror game is, apparently.
No, because you actually thought Subnautica wasn't a horror game, and it's a horror game.
Give up social media or eat the same dinner for the rest of your life? I mean, eat the same dinner for the rest of my life. Why?
If I could just eat ramen noodles for the rest of my life, then why not? Absolutely.
I mean, I've done it before, then I've only eaten the same thing for like a week, so... And social media is literally my life at the moment.
I think I went 2 weeks eating nothing but green beans and sweet peas because back when COVID first hit and they had to shut down the school, they had all the school lunch still left at the school, so they just kind of gave that out to all the students. And
Huh.
since my house has like 8 kids living in it, we got most of the food. So many cans of green beans and sweet peas.
This is also like a thing in like America. You guys, some of the schools have like canteens or whatever it's called,
Yes, cafeterias.
cafeterias, where you get food from the school. I don't think any of the schools that we have here do it. We have to get our own food.
What?
Yeah, we cannot. Look, we have to pack our food for the day.
I
And then
thought pretty much every school was like, if it's longer than a certain amount of time each day, then it's required to feed its students.
not if you make them get your own food.
But you can.
They can, and they do.
Yeah, I've done most of my life. I mean, I don't eat mostly at that time. But yeah, we normally don't like we normally don't get anyone like gives us food or something, or it's at like a special occasion. Like we had it one time where we won a competition for the school and we got a free Subway. Well, not from Subway, but it's that kind of thing, or that kind of special days, really. But for the rest, no, we don't really get food from the school.
This is unacceptable.
Well, this is the way it is. So
Fight a chicken to death every time you get into a car, or fight an orangutan to death once a year, but you get a sword. But what if you have to fight the orangutan, but you become friends, and then that orangutan will next year fight for you with that sword? Huh? Huh? Uh-huh.
you're
Two
making-
things. One, if you have to fight a chicken when you get into a car, just throw the chicken out of the car and drive away. You can escape.
Yes.
Other thing, I barely ever get into any cars, so that
I
wouldn't
don't
apply to
drive a
me.
car. So I would rather get fried chicken to that every time I get into a car. So I just won't get into a car.
I know, right?
I don't have a driver license.
I know, right?
Befriending the orangutan is an amazing awesome. You know it.
Absolutely.
I mean, if you can befriend the thing that you have to kill, then it can fight for you. Cause then it's
or
like,
fight with you.
or can we fight with you?
What if I could befriend the chicken? Then I could have a friend who is a
And you
chicken.
can,
Wait, I already
and
do.
and you can have free food, cause they lay eggs.
Jade,
They might not be very
Yes.
happy.
we already have a friend who is a chicken.
No, they're a mouse now. With
What?
wings. Yes, don't worry about it. Their name is chickens though, but they're now a mouse for some reason. It's weird, don't worry about it.
Oh, that. Oh, okay. Now I get it.
Yeah, don't worry about it. No one is gonna mess with you when you have a sword-wielding orangutan. Nuh-uh. Don't come even close to my friend. My orangutan will fuck you up.
Oh, did you know my chicken is capable of driving a car?
Wait, no. If you're like every time you go into a car, so I love doing it now. So if you go into a car 5 times, you have 5 chickens, and you keep going into it. You have enough chickens to have a full
Your own farm.
full car with chickens. So if you just make yourself like go somewhere in the car, you drive somewhere, you like illegally park, you can just say the chicken drove, not me.
This is true.
You can.
But that's not as exciting as Chicken Army.
The chicken will, and then if the police is like, "Nah, you're gonna get a ticket," then the chicken will run out the car and attack the police.
Chickens, more than one.
The chickens, the chicken, or the chickant. Okay, I'm leaving. And leave the chicken nervous. Dude, it's just Uber chicken.
It sounds to me like you're craving chicken for dinner or something.
It's a chicken.
You get KFC every time you get in your car?
Pretty much.
Yes, please.
1,000 chickens versus 1 orangutan with a sword, by the way. 1,000 chickens versus an orangutan with a sword.
Would you rather fight 100 chicken-sized zombies or 10 zombie-sized chickens?
10 zombie-sized chickens.
Well, I don't know. They'd be moving pretty quick.
Quack. Quack.
And they would have very large beaks for pecking.
Yes.
They hurt enough when they're already small.
Or do they?
Yeah.
Yeah. But do you have an orangutan with a sword with you?
No, I have an army of chickens driving a car.
The chicken wagon.
Nuke from the Colonel. Damn it. Actually, I just had a brain block. I forgot what I wanted to say. No, this is not fun.
I get that all the time. 2 hours.
Doesn't sound like something the Colonel would say.
Or do they? I mean, you would also, like, if you could... Well, now, if you get a chicken... If you get a chicken every time you go into a car, you can sell the chicken to a farmer and you can get money from it and he gives you free milk.
Where did the milk come from?
And then you can sell the milk. So you have double the sell value. Yes, the milk doesn't have anything to do with it. I was just gonna say milk, and I don't know where I was gonna say it, and I was just like, yeah, well, let's say it here. But yes, you can sell the chicken to a farmer, and every farmer needs a chicken.
Yes, I understand entirely.
2 farmers need
Lost.
chickens. Don't worry about it.
I'm worrying about it.
Yeah, that's what you should do. If I say don't worry about it, you have to worry about it, but also don't worry about it, because you're not worrying about it really, but we're just doing it. But yes. You can sell the chicken for food, and you can go to KFC and you get free chicken food because they are doing it for you.
Sure. Right.
You bring the chicken, and they will make KFC for you. It's a live trade, and it also makes the fight a chicken to death every time. So you're killing chicken for food.
Everybody wins.
Yeah. Except for the chicken.
Except for the chicken.
Except for the chicken. Is this how vegans work? Oh, poor chicken. Sorry, if you're a vegan, I'm sorry.
Little did you know the chicken wanted to be KFC all along.
Right. So I saw someone type something in a server. I need to. So someone said vegans kill plants to protect animals and plants keep us alive. Plants eat animals, so does that mean in a way vegetarians and vegans are eating animals too?
Yes.
Because there are plants that eat flies or like insects, so they're technically. So that's why we're like. So vegans are technically also eating animals. That's where the idea is coming from. It's kind of fun.
Especially mushrooms, and I love mushrooms on my pizzas.
Give up cursing forever or give up ice cream for 10 years? Give up cursing forever. I really want to stop cursing.
I already did that.
Yeah. I really want to try to. If I could just do it out of nowhere, I would really be helpful for it. But actually, I've been slower on the cursing, I think. Or I might have to do it by default and I don't even know that I'm doing it. But I think I've been better in it. Like if ice cream for 10 years. I mean, I normally don't even eat ice cream anyway, so for me it's both a win-win.
But I get ice cream on my birthday because I thought I can't have cake.
I don't want cake.
I want ice cream.
Ice cream? Well, give up cursing forever will literally be a no-brainer for you because you already don't curse, so it's literally already done for you. You have done this already. That was like
I already did it.
Yeah, you've already done it. This Would You Rather was already done to Lanacher. But hey, Sandy, what's up? Welcome to the WolfCast podcast, not podcast, streaming
thing,
where we actually
don't
just
question
talk
the
to
magnifying glass.
Yeah, don't question the magnifying glass. we have a sponsor, so we could use a magnifying glass. Detective Lanachi. Also, Detective Pikachu is now on Netflix for me.
Yay.
I don't have Netflix though.
But wasn't it?
I mean, I don't have anything on TV really.
I mean, I don't even watch TV, but we have a TV. I only watch it when I'm eating, and when my mom is watching TV. But then also, I just watch YouTube on my phone while I'm eating. Talk to animals to speak all human languages. Talk to animals immediately. I will go to a wolf sanctuary, and I'll just talk to the wolves for days.
How do you know they won't all be jerks to you?
If they are, then I'll just go
Filthy human.
And I'll just go to a different sanctuary. Wow, you kind of made it like dark. It's like filthy human.
Filthy, disgusting human, keeping me imprisoned here like some sort of pet. What am I to you? An animal? Wait.
Don't answer that.
But I mean, mostly if I really want to know what animals think. Is that a weird thing? I want to know what animals.
No, not
think.
really.
I really want to know what an animal says. Like, what are they
My
saying?
cats meow at me all the time, and I still never understand what they want from me.
Right. But will Null choose? Yeah, Null. What are you choosing? Give talk to animals or speak all human languages. I mean, if you do
Speak to
all
animals.
human, yeah, speak with animals.
Definitely speak to animals.
Then you can finally talk to me.
Oh wait, isn't that not what I'm doing already? Oops.
What?
Nothing.
I mean, if you speak all human languages, it's kind of like, why would you?
How many of them are you actually going to use?
Yeah. If there's okay. If I could choose which languages I would want to know, I would only use English, Spanish, Japanese, and that's it.
Okay.
Yeah. Because Spanish is nearly a world language, same as English in a way. And then if I want to go to Japan, I just already know Japanese. And all the variants of it.
You can pull off every single accent just naturally.
Yes, I would. Yeah. I mean, it would be really nice. But hey, it is the plan. And I hope that everyone is gonna try and go for it. Not
Well,
like
as far as I'm aware, it's still plans.
I want to. Here comes the toughies. Oh god.
Uh-oh. Oh, hey, and speaking of cats always meowing at me, how you doing, Smokey?
What?
Smokey is coming to say hi.
Would you rather be forced to listen to the same 10 songs on repeat for the rest of your life, or forced to watch the same 5 movies on repeat for the rest of your life?
Songs.
Songs.
I need to watch my anime.
Same 5 movies for me. It would be the same 5 movies.
The question is, do you have to keep looking at them, or can you just like turn them off and then the only ones that you can listen to or watch are those things?
Now you're really making me think.
I know, right? Like, can you only have 20 songs? Or 10 songs? Only thing you can watch / listen to, it's your choice. I mean, if it's the only thing that I can listen to, then there will only be 10 songs. And then technically, because okay, I go too deep in these questions.
You're going too deep.
No, I love doing it though. So
Modest.
yes, but if you can only look at 10 songs, or I mean listen to 10 songs, you cannot play games. You cannot watch anime. You cannot watch a movie. You cannot... Yeah, you cannot go to a festival as well. Or you cannot go outside because there's a lot of songs on the road sometimes. So technically, your life would be in shambles. Only songs you hear in movies and games are the 10 you've chosen. Yes. So if you want to play like a game, then there's like a whole new song. You just don't hear it. That's kind of okay. Okay, I go too deep in these questions, okay? I really like thinking about it. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to like take up all the time of this.
Don't worry, I've seen plenty of VR chat roleplays. I've heard plenty of philosophical debates and arguments and such.
I mean, I really like doing it though. I like thinking too much on stuff. And it makes my mind go crazy, and then then that makes a topic to talk about with other people. Like, no, it's not what it works,
That's what puzzle games are for.
right? Oh no, Null's movie choices. Actually, yeah. What would your 5 movies be, Null?
Volcano is starring Tommy Lee Jones. It's an older movie. There's Dante's Peak.
Mhm.
Those are the 2 right off the top of my top of my head here.
Star Wars.
The other 3. No, actually, Star Wars doesn't even make the list.
Huh.
I know, right?
I'm actually surprised about that.
Yeah. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Star Wars, but
Not that much.
not.
Alright, fine, I gotta bring the cat upstairs again.
Alright.
Here I go.
I'll be back.
That kind of confused me. What other 3?
Hey, Q's here. I actually don't quite know the other 3 movies that I would watch. Or have on my list to watch. Maybe the first, Deep Blue Sea. Probably the first one.
It is R2D2.
Yes, it is. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I'm actually drawing a blank on movies.
I mean, it's fine. It's at least you like said like 3 of them. It's fine. You don't have to like really try to think of it.
Let's ask which 5 I would have.
You have 2 more.
So I'm trying to just think.
Yeah, go for it. I think if I chose that, it would be one of them would be for sure Endgame.
Endgame?
Avengers.
Oh, yeah. Meh. I'm drawing a blank right now.
That's okay.
Sorry.
You're good. Don't worry about it. We didn't even say 10 songs, so anyway. That's kind of like yeah. I think Would You Rather's are like weird. I really like it. I really like thinking about it. Yeah, you have any others, Crab? My sponsor of today. 10 songs would be hard to decide. It is, because there's a lot of good songs. Would you rather have a time machine or a teleporter? Teleport. Why would I do? Teleporter, though. A teleporter makes it easier to see people. And if you have a time machine, what would you get out of it? Other than going to different time zones.
Dude, time zones?
Time zones? Other than going to different times, like you can go to the future or like in like the prehistoric days or something, or the medieval times. But then you don't know anyone. Or if anyone sees you, you get shunned for being like that. Okay, I'm thinking about it too much. I love it. But if you go to the prehistoric times or medieval times, what you wear, and even if you change it, but you still look different, because how we picture the medieval times and like the older times, we look a lot different than people in those times, because we evolve. It's an evolution that we're still going through. even though it's really slow, but we're still going to evolve. We're Pokemon? Sorry. So having a teleporter would just be very nice to just go everywhere where you want to without thinking about flights or time zones, because you have to like fly into the time zone and you would just like have your whole clock just reset. And then if you go with a teleporter, you can just go anywhere you want. I can be in Japan right now.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
I want to travel back and forth in time in the same area. It's not spectacular. I want to travel back and forth in time in the same area. It's not spectacular. No, if I could have 8 tartars, that would be one. What? Hey. What about you, Null?
Teleporter.
What
Because otherwise I
about?
just get completely depressed.
I mean, a time machine
If I
would
had a time machine.
really fuck you up.
And the time machine would make me depressed. Especially if I went forward into the future.
Or backwards. Doesn't matter. Because you lose everything you have. Hey, Malachi, teleporter or a time machine?
Time machine.
Why?
Because I can go back in time
But why?
and fix all of the little mistakes that I've
How
made
are you gonna
throughout my
fix it?
life.
And what do you think that if you go into the future again, that it's just not the same thing?
Or if it's worse.
Or if it's worse?
I would hope that this is the kind of time machine that just lets me move time backwards, not actually make another me in the past, the future me and the actual past me
That's
from
up to
that
you if
time.
you want. That's up to you.
If it's a machine that lets me move time backwards and me with it, then that'd be fantastic. So that I myself can redo things over and over until I do what I want. Without having to worry about interfering with myself.
Let's use the time machine. I want to put all my money in Bitcoin. Okay, if you look in like that, like kind of way, then a time machine would be very nice. Wait. Oh. It's kind of cool. Yeah. Time machine in that way would be cool. If you want to think about a question too much, then who would win between 1 billion lions or one of each Pokemon? Robinson made that in DMs. If you want to think about a question too much, who would win between 1 billion lions or one of each Pokemon? Pokemon. Easy.
Pokemon. There's over 800 of them, and like, I think 50 or more of them are legendary and or mythical. As in godlike powers.
True. Pokemon 1, Pokemon 100%. Right. Because Pokemon are special and they have like abilities I can use, like let's say Pikachu can just do Thunderbolt and just like electrify a fucking lion. Yeah, but a 10-year-old caught them? Yes, but okay. Okay.
I don't know, those 10-year-olds can get pretty darn dedicated with their shiny hunting methods.
Sure. But if Pokemon are still wild creatures, technically they're still wild creatures. If they feel they're getting hunted at or being attacked by something, they will still act as their animal instincts, like all of the animals would do. So they're still going to use their abilities no matter what, even if they have a Pokemon trainer telling them to do something. In FPP, so if they use their moves too much, they can't attack anymore, so against one... Okay, now you're making it... Okay, now we're making it even worse. Also, they have PP. So if they use their moves too much, they can't attack anymore, so against 1 billion, maybe. Yeah, but you still have one of each Pokemon. And some Pokemon have attack, like, area of attack that they can do. So then technically, maybe it could go both ways, but some are flying, so they can just keep flying. 800 versus 1 billion. Still, Pokemon are overpowered as shit.
They really are.
Pokemon are overpowered as shit. You don't... It's Pokemon against, like, how many lions were there? 1 billion. There's 1 billion lions against one of each Pokemon. This is really, like... Okay, yes. It's really trying... I'm really thinking about it now. Never mind, it was just a stupid internet question, sorry to interrupt. Ramen, I really love that question. I don't really mind it. I really want to think about it now. That is
This
a lot.
reminds me of a bunch of YouTube videos I've seen about the ultimate battle royale between Pokemon. Like, what Pokemon would win in a battle royale. Not just which one is the most physically strongest,
YouTube?
but when directly fighting against other Pokemon, which one would win.
Isn't there a Pokemon I've actually got? I think so.
Yeah, Arceus. It's the god of Pokemon, the creator of
Yep.
Pokemon. Okay, yeah. If I remember the family tree, I think it's basically Arceus was the first one ever, and then Groudon, Kyogre, and Rayquaza were what Arceus created first, and those three are what created the land, sky, and sea of the world. And then from there, they created their own mythical Pokemon, like Kyogre created the Manaphy, and Rayquaza created Shaymin, so on. But then also, humans made artificial legendary Pokemon that have equal power as those gods, like Mewtwo and...
Right?
the heck was that one from Sun and Moon?
I don't know.
Type Null? Like, they made an artificial Arceus that's capable of turning into any Pokemon type with just a disc.
Huh.
But its powers are suppressed by the helmet that it's constantly wearing. So who knows?
Yeah.
Even the man-made Pokemon are gods.
If it was... Now is the question. What if it was... I'm gonna go with Pokemon still because of the gods. Yeah, I would say 2. I don't think if you put anything in 1 billion, it would go against it. They could always rest and gain more power. They could. But let's say they can't. Then still, yeah, one of each Pokemon. How many Pokemon are there in fully? Like all of them?
Or 800 now, I forgot the exact number.
Over 800? Okay. 800. But I keep thinking gods were, yes, but I'm also thinking about what I was before thinking. There are flying Pokemon. And lions can't fly. That's where my mind went. That's why my mind went like, yeah, lions can go and just like swap the air, I guess. They can jump high. I think too logical. I think too logical, and it's the curse, but also blessing.
898, we're almost at 900. Nice.
Yeah, but they have to land at some time to rest. Yeah, true. But you can rest on a big tree, and then... Well, actually, lions can climb up trees. It is a thing. Yeah, but still, Pokemon win. I keep delving into it. Would you rather have to speak in rhythm for the rest of your life, or have to speak in riddles for the rest of your life?
I sometimes speak in riddles randomly every now and then.
I mean...
I think I'd speak in rhythm.
In rhythm, it wouldn't be too bad, I think.
I mean, at least people would understand what you're saying.
Because it's kind of on a beat, so like everyone starts to understand you more instead of like me just talking. Well, they are raps, and that's technically also on rhythm. So technically, anything can be a rhythm. That's the weird part.
You're saying that 10,000 snares playing at 200 beats per minute could be considered a rhythm?
What is music on? Those rhyme, but rhythm can be added. Oh.
You lied to me!
Oh! Yeah, sorry, I just read it wrong. Sorry. In rhyming? Rhyme? I don't... Wait, is that how you say it? Rhyme?
Yeah.
Okay. Like you have to speak in like a poem? In a way? Rijmen. Sorry, I just had to say it in Dutch for me to understand what we're talking about. Yeah, no, I wouldn't. Yeah, I would speak in riddles. Because I can. Because it would be.
No one would understand what you're saying,
Yes.
but you would sound cool.
That would sound cool. Hold on.
And then all went silent.
Right.
For a podcast is a very bad thing.
Okay,
But then again-
blah 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 blah.
Quick, enter random noises.
Dude, Minecraft? Minecraft?
No,
Minecraft?
Do you like Minecraft?
no.
Who like Minecraft?
Oh, okay.
What?
Absolutely not.
No Minecraft.
I said who like Minecraft.
I like Minecraft.
I like Minecraft.
I've gotten bored of Minecraft.
Yeah, because you've been doing it
Yeah.
for like
since
a month now.
2011.
And now the server is gone for a little bit. And now you can't do anything. So now you're on break. Until
Yep.
my paper ends.
Hooray!
Yay! Yay! Oh my god. Yup. How long have we been? We're nearly going for a 3-hour podcast.
Nice.
Yeah.
This nonsense continues.
Would you rather be trapped in a romantic comedy with your enemies or trapped in a horror movie with your friends? Horror movie with your friends.
But we just discussed earlier how terrible horror movies are.
But if it's a horror movie with your friends,
Yeah, with
and
your
we get
friends.
to keep ourselves as we are now, we wouldn't be prone to doing the stupid shit.
But we wouldn't keep
We
ourselves
would
as we are
win.
now. We would be in a horror movie.
Yes, but you're in a horror movie with your friends, so it's your friends. So if you have very logical friends,
Like
then,
me.
then you would stick together, not split up, not go into the shack in random fucking woods. You would not go into the forest that is very dark. You would just go
What I would
away.
What
to the
I would
police.
do if it was a horror story and it's like, oh, we have to go into the woods. I'm like, no, we don't. I take out my matches, light it, throw it at the fire, throw it at the forest. Problem solved.
So we're gonna
That
be
seems easy enough.
so we're gonna be criminals in a horror movie.
No, we're just burning out the evil.
You're burning the ecosystem.
No, burning the evil out of the forest.
Blair
But
Witch.
you are
There won't
the
be a
hero.
forest. There won't be anything to be horrified at because
so
it's
the Blair
all
Witch
gone.
will finally go away.
I know, right?
Imagine your
Every-
friends.
everything with
come and trick or
fire.
murder you?
It works 100% of the time.
Does it?
Yes. Can confirm.
Could be. It's going to be something like Among Us. I mean,
Unlikely.
if your friend would go and try to murder you, you would really know it, cause then they would act differently. In Among Us, you don't really see each other, so you cannot. Why do I keep going into this so fucking hard?
I don't know.
I
'Cause you
don't-
can.
I really like doing it though. So in Among Us, you don't see each other's faces, so you don't see the other reaction of what you think. It's a horror movie, you never know. Yeah, well, yeah, true. Acting. Acting. But, okay. But what kind of horror movie are we talking about? Are we talking about, let's say, the Friday the 13th, or Alien,
Or Monster Hunter. Apparently, the Monster Hunter movie is a horror movie.
I mean, it has big beasts, big monsters.
Yeah, but it has the same director as the Resident Evil movies and the Alien Isolation movies. So they decided it would be a great idea to give Nursilla the perks of laying its babies inside of human stomachs, because why not?
Right. Let's say
Genius.
The thing.
Oof.
I don't know. I actually don't know what the thing is. Because I'm scared of horror movies, so I don't really watch them. So the thing is, what can a thing do? What can the thing do? What is it known for?
What the heck is that thing?
Because it's a thing.
Are you talking about it? Like Pennywise?
No. The thing is it's a thing on its own. Like, I don't know. Okay. Maybe a different one then. In remote Antarctica, a group of American research scientists are disturbed at their base camp by a helicopter shooting at a sled dog. They take in the dog.
Oh yes.
It brutally
I know what
attacks
this
both
means.
human beings
The thing. Yes.
and canine in the camp. And they
No,
discover
it's
that
not.
these can
It's not shape shifting.
assume the shape of its victim. Can assume the shape of its victim. A resourceful helicopter pilot, Kurt Russell, and a camp doctor return to lead the camp for a battle against vicious creatures where it picks them all off one by one. It is kinda shape-shifting, but more of like it shifts into what it kills.
Once you become infected, it starts taking over your body and cells in a perfect mimicry. Until
Then,
it's
yeah.
discovered, then it just.
I mean, then I wouldn't go
Does-
into a horror movie. If it was a
Not-
generic horror movie, then yes. But like the really like
If I had to encounter the thing, I would make sure that I was in a snow biome, like the movie, and I would purposefully let myself freeze to death. Because I know as at least I wouldn't come back or be infected. So, yeah.
Yeah.
Or I would be carrying around a lot of fire.
Yeah.
Maybe even bathing myself in fire. The one thing.
Burn the forest again. Wonderful idea. I like the way you think.
Burn Antarctica, you know? Just
Just
set myself
burn
on
it
fire
all.
and walk around.
Okay, then I would totally go for a romantic comedy. If it's dating fire, fuck yeah. I mean,
Don't I have the
okay,
best
a romantic
ideas?
comedy can be fucking stupid, but it can also be very funny. Because a romantic comedy,
Where the heck are
Is-
you getting this one from, Jade?
what?
Never mind.
A romantic comedy, you have an audience right in front of you. They're always watching.
And they somehow always have the laugh tracks ready to go at any given time.
Oh my fucking god.
Bonacci.
I love it. But like, yeah. Back in the day when they did like sitcoms or like romantic stuff, it was just like there were just people watching you do it live. Just to have that genuine reaction. And then they stopped and they just added a normal laugh track. It's kind of crazy from where we were. Wait, you want a good rom-com? Watch Love is War. It's my favorite show of all time. Love is War. Never heard of it.
It's an anime.
Oh, it's an anime? That's why I'd never heard of it.
Even I haven't seen it. Surprisingly.
Surprisingly...
I mean, you've probably at least heard the Sheikah dance at least once.
Is it the one where... Love is War. Love is War. Love is War. Love is War. Dance? Oh, that one? Yes. It has been going over the internet for yes.
Too long.
Yes, it has gone too long. Would you rather be afraid of the dark or sunlight? Sunlight.
Sunlight. I'm already nocturnal.
It's already night for me.
Sunlight. Sunlight, same.
I fucking hate sunlight, to be honest. It's good for you. Don't mind that, but it's good for you, but I hate it.
I know, right? It's like, sure, great, the sun's out. But I'm not going out
Back to
there
bed. Would you rather be trapped in the Matrix or the Lord of the Rings universe? Lord of the fucking Rings.
Heck yeah!
And I'll be a hobbit.
I think I'd rather be trapped in the Matrix.
There is, yeah, actually, hold on. I just love
No,
Lord of
don't
the-
leave me!
No, because the Matrix you can do whatever the fuck you want, but what if, like, I keep thinking too much into it. Why can't I just, like, enjoy it? The Matrix is very fun. Because you can be a superhuman with crazy dodge skills. I can become Keanu Reeves. Fuck yeah. I can become the Keanu Reeves that I always wanted to be.
Definitely.
Definitely. Or you can make it an anime. Technically, you can do anything in the Matrix. You can make your Matrix an anime that you always wanted to be in.
This is true. That
But
is
then
true.
would it be that anime or would it be the Matrix?
It's the Matrix, still. But
Exactly.
it's still the Matrix, but it's still... It's your world, then. So you can technically make it an anime.
But it's still the Matrix.
Yes, but it's still the Matrix. But you can still do stuff. Star Wars or Dragon Ball? Never saw
Wars.
Dragon Ball, so Star Wars.
Star Wars!
Star Wars.
Damn, that's a hard one for me.
Zoom.
I despise Dragon Ball
I love
and Fairy Tail
and I love
and One Piece.
Dude, which one? Dragon Ball has like so many.
All of them.
I'd have to say Dragon Ball then. if I had to pick.
I don't know you anymore.
Sorry.
I don't know you. You were like such a fan of like Star Wars and we did something
And
about
I
it.
am.
I'm just surprised. I'm just very surprised. I never thought about that.
I grew up with Dragon Ball. I
didn't.
started watching Dragon Ball earlier than I ever saw the first.
Did you ever finish it?
Yes.
All of it?
I've watched it ever since Goku first landed on Earth as a child.
Wait, Goku was a child?
Goku was a child, yes.
Dude, I literally know nothing about
As
Dragon
in
Ball.
the Dragon Ball started in 1986, I think, and I started watching in I think probably 1989, or the first few years I was born, because I remember my parents putting it on for me.
Crazy.
That's some of my earliest memories.
Yeah, I was born in 2001, so
Yeah, well,
no fucking Dragon Ball Z here.
Nope, but basically is that I've grown up with Goku and all of them, more or less.
I don't want to be a Super Saiyan though. I want to get super buff too, plus eating like Goku's goals. Yeah, I mean,
I would love to be able to eat as much as Goku does and not gain weight. I would do that 100%.
same.
You don't
You
eat.
could do that in Monster Hunter, though.
That's also true. But I mean, I still like Star Wars because
Well, yeah, I don't hate Star Wars. No. I still
if
love it.
well,
It's just we had to
yeah.
choose between the two.
if it's choosing between what you like most or what universe you want to be in, then I'd rather be in Dragon Ball than Star Wars actually. Cause your planet can just go out, just go poof, poof, out of nowhere.
Well, so can Dragon Balls.
That's also true.
But they have the wish orbs, so they can bring people back. And at least there is a confirmed afterlife, so you're not actually dead after you die. I'm going into this too much. I'll shut up now.
Hey, that's my line. Thank you very much.
Well, guess what? You make a great teacher, so thank you very much.
No problem. Would you rather?
Besides, I
Would
could
you
fly
rather? I
in
mean,
Dragon Ball. I could learn how to fly and power up.
true. But would you rather be in an anime, or
Yes.
no? That's not a good question. I was gonna say like, would you rather be in a universe of an anime or make the world have anime stuff in it?
That is a good one.
Yeah, cause like if
I
you
think
can,
you should probably do the let the world have anime stuff in it.
yeah, or like
It already does, though.
in a way of like you have kimono mimis, or you have I really don't know anything about anime that much, so it's rather be in a universe of one specific anime or just have different stuff but still have a society like what we have right now. That's maybe it.
Yeah. Other than the latter, obviously. Having the anime stuff in real life. Because that would be cool.
I could be my cat girls.
We could even spice
be a
things
wolf
up by
girl,
actually
too.
having technology and giant swords that aren't technically possible anymore, and now they did become possible, so,
It's literally Ready Player One, but IRL.
pretty much.
Yeah, it's basically. Do you want to be? It's basically that. Do you want to have Ready Player One be an actual thing in real life, or do you just want to be in a universe of one specific thing of your choosing?
Player one in real life. Definitely. 100%.
Fucking, I really want to have Ready Player One, as in like a VR game too.
Oh, it's probably going to come to that point eventually.
They're working on it.
I mean, there is one
Yes,
Ready Player One game, but it's not.
Yeah, it is and it's not. VR chat.
It's under the name. No, like there is an actual game titled Ready Player One. It's a VR game.
Oh.
It was made in promotion for the movie, but it's just a bunch of random, very glitchy, laggy mini games.
Huh.
That's it.
No fucking way. Chris
Well,
Redfield?
then we'll actually have to,
Chris?
we'll hope that people actually develop the actual thing. So, yeah.
Where's Ethan?
There is one game.
Hey, Chris
Oh.
Redfield. What's up?
That was interesting.
Oh my god, it's Chris Redfield.
Find it.
Yes!
Escape Raccoon City.
I'm literally like
Congratulations.
Chris Redfield. We were literally talking about fucking Resident Evil
Earlier, I know.
earlier. We were literally talking about Resi 8, 7. Yeah, actually all of them, really. That's kind of cool.
Just as a whole.
Just the whole thing. But hey, welcome to the stream. Podcast. Sorry. I
Podcast that's not a podcast, that is
It's-
a podcast?
Is it a
But it's
podcast or is it not a podcast? That is the question.
Welcome to
It's
this.
a podcast.
Welcome to this. We have to end it somehow, but I don't want
Don't
to.
question the magnifying glass.
That doesn't have glass in it.
It's my job to ask
It has
questions.
the glass in it. Stop worrying about it.
It is a
We had
transparent
enough
glass.
budget for that.
Yeah,
we
we
did.
needed. Yeah, we only had a budget for the magnifying thing and not the glass in it.
No, you said we had the budget for both. Because it's
I-
all one thing. Come on. Get
I
with the
broke it.
program.
I'm sorry. Jeez.
Damn.
Yeah. I broke it on the way in.
How could you?
I know. I lied to all of you. Would you rather be one of the best in the world at one thing or be good at everything? Neither, actually.
I suppose I'd like to be good at everything. Personally.
I don't want to do any of them.
Okay.
Because if you're good at everything, then what is the purpose of trying to learn something else then? If you so you already are
I'd
good
be
at
happy
everything.
that I
To
wouldn't have
get
to.
better at everything.
I'd be happy if I didn't have
You're
to
not
get
the
better
best at everything. You're just
Yes.
good.
You're good at everything, so if you're good at everything, then Think
And it
too much.
means is that at least I can do things and not have to rely on other people.
I guess. I don't know. I just don't like. No. No. Okay.
So that you can be good at doing minute little things I don't care about. So that you have more time to learn more about the things that you want to be better at. It
If it's-
doesn't
okay, if
restrict you
it's-
from learning anything new.
If it's like that, then yeah, I would be, or be good at everything. But if you could be the one of the best in the world at one thing, it's just like,
Then you're gonna get dragged into Danganronpa.
yeah. Yeah. Good at everything. Just sounds weird to me. Be good at everything.
Have you ever heard of the VR game Zenith: The Last City?
No.
There's been a couple VR MMOs that I've seen upcoming
Oh
over
yeah,
the past 2 or
MMOs.
3 years.
I've seen some.
But then when
stuff.
they released, they flopped.
Yes, because everyone wants this Sword Art Online experience.
Yeah, and now the next one seems to be Zenith: The Last City. That one is planned to release later this year, and the closed beta is out right now. But I've actually seen some people streaming it, and it actually does seem really good
I know, I wouldn't.
and fleshed out.
I wouldn't mind trying it out for sure. I really want, like, I've really been wanting to have an MMO in VR. Because again,
That
that's
would be
my
cool.
that's my Attack on Titan. No,
What?
Sword Art Online. Me talking. I really want to have just like something like an MMO in VR. Fucking well, I mean Attack on Titan. Why not? That also in VR.
Sure.
Fucking big ass Titans coming
Just
out.
go find Blue Shift. There you go. It's even free.
Right. Well, yeah,
Close enough.
close enough.
Or less. Yeah.
Hey, I mean, like, this is what, like, because I think if it wasn't for anime, some stuff wouldn't exist. And that's kind of crazy to think
True.
about. If
Well, it's
no
not
one
just
picked up a
that.
pencil and started drawing animations, then
How
this
do
was.
you know?
Well,
How
we know.
do I know? I
Because
don't.
that's what
I'm
the
just.
type of
I'm just suggesting.
universe
Thinking
we
it.
live in. That's how we know.
Yeah.
Because we're in the universe that it exists in. It might not be the same for another universe, though.
I really.
Am I
I.
going too
I.
much into this?
Huh?
I said, am I going too much into this?
No.
Good.
I mean, if there was multiple universes, would you want to see the universe at like a different universe of yourself or not?
I don't know.
I kind of
really
want to.
can't say. I'd actually be a little worried about what that other me would be like. Because you really don't know. They could be the polar opposite. They could be one of the worst things on the planet. Or maybe they'll be one of the best things on the planet. Maybe they're... Well, there's so many possibilities.
There
That's
are
the
many
problem.
possibilities. Well, what if there's a universe where we didn't, where we actually like evolved with fucking tail and ears? Sorry, my furry self is going. He's going into my main.
I noticed.
Yes, I want it. I want it to be real, but I know it's not.
You never know. Eventually. You never know.
Cassie, thank you so much for joining the Discord.
Hey!
I don't know who Cassie is, but thank you for joining the server. I really appreciate it. I mean, okay, we're slowly going to 3 hours. So
And I'm still tired because I've been
you've
awake
been up for
how
like 20
long now?
hours. You've been awake for 20 hours.
A little over 20 hours.
You've been awake for more than 20 hours. So,
Gee, why?
because we're playing
Because Hollow Knight is fun.
Yep. So, we're gonna slowly start closing it down here. It's been 3 hours of just us talking, and it's been really great. Crab,
It's been random.
yeah, it's been random. Random dude, thank you so much for the follow. Crab, thank you so much for the follow, the sub, and the 500 bits. I really appreciate it. Spaghetti, if you're still here, thank you for the raid. Really appreciate it too. This was fun. I enjoyed it. Thank you for the people coming in and asking would you rather's or weird stuff. Really appreciate it. It was content. If you want to see this podcast, if you're just joining and you wanted to see the full podcast, you can go and watch the full podcast probably tomorrow over on the YouTube channel, and you can see it by its glory right there. Jose Lamanche, no, thank you.
Later.
But as always, at the end, we always have to say something. Consider following if you haven't already, and we have a Patreon for support if you want to support us in a bigger way to fund stuff. Then you can always go to the Patreon, and I've been trying to do I've actually started doing it at the end of every video over on YouTube, except for podcasts. You will get a shout out on if you are a Patreon supporters, and you get more stuff out of it. Thank you in advance. Hope you all have a great night, have a great day, morning, afternoon. Time is weird. Have a great night, and we'll see y'all next podcast.
Have a glorious existence.
Alright. Goodbye.
Later.
Oh, you both Bye.